be here.
Yeah.
He was here. If you were here, you would have no control. Here, his wrist took everything. Yeah. God damn. You like this? Hotep and Bill.
Kanye on that drum. All right, so welcome back to Sunday's Corner, everybody. How you doing, sis? Welcome to the show.
Fantastic. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for coming through. If it seems like, oh, she's not even giving these people intros. No, I don't give them intros. I let them speak for them damn selves.
I thought my plight in life was about saving the world until I realized I didn't have the skills or the tools to save myself.
Yep. If you're not activating now, then what are you doing? Wasting my time, wasting your time. So let's go. Until next week.
Welcome. Her name is Kim Clayson. Clap it up for Kim Clayson. I love it. Kim Clayson, ladies and gentlemen. There she is.
It does look good. We are going to be flipping seats. Like I said, a lot of the states did go through redistricting. Maryland was one of them, Florida, New Jersey. So we'll be flipping a lot of seats in really good areas.
Sonny Johnson.
Oh, is it on? Like, it ain't like I'm not loud enough. You can't hear it. You know, I can be loud without you saying. And that, you know, before that, I was always like, I'm Hotep adjacent. You know, I would always say that. But when you got to that point, when I was like, okay, now it's Hotep.
What point did
Hotep and Bill. The point where when you hit the realization that it's not about necessarily winning the argument or fighting with the left or fighting with, you know what I'm saying? No, it's not about that. Now, I'm going to create the platform where you can find the content.
These last 5 years of my life have been absolutely amazing, and Chad has been a mentor and helped shape my brain. So if they call me a radical, I've been radicalized by Chad. We can blame him. He's the one that turned me into an anarchist.
Who's the bigger black supremacy? Talking about you guys.
The person who made sure we were government compliant and made us a non-profit organization officially. Shout out to Trish. Clap that for her. Did an amazing job helping me out. I really appreciate her. Shout out to Crypto Wendy for coming out. Thank you, Crypto Wendy. Wendy, shout out to Syscoin, our sponsor. You know, shout out to Brody McFarland.
Secret Service, my handler. Take a picture of everything. The name of reparations. Huh? Arrogant like a mother.
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How I'm supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in. How'd you get that done so quick?
They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there, you understand? You guys finished your work 6 hours early?
He's not tapped in.
Two, one, boom. Hotep Jesus.
Of all the Jesuses I know, he's the Hotepiest. Social scientist and YouTube host, Hotep Jesus.
How the fuck do you get a name like Hotep Jesus?
The one and only Hotep Jesus.
Ryan Sharp, better known to the world as Hotep Jesus.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Somebody said, what do you think you are, some kind of Hotep Jesus?
Ooh,
and
that's
I was
good.
Just like, ooh, that's sexy. Yes, I do think I'm Hotep Jesus.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Oh, this is a real Hotep, bro. What's up, people? Welcome to the Grift Report with your host, the Grift God, Hotep Jesus. I got a very special guest for you today. Alex Stein is in the house.
And we got to shout out Charleston White. You added the Charleston White drop to the intro. I love that. Wow. He's one of these real Hotep. Yeah.
This is a real Hotep, brother. Yes, I did. Thank you for making that happen, Alex. Anybody who is not aware, that soundbite came from my show with Alex Stein and Charleston White. Oh, this is a real Hotep, brother. Classic.
Dude,
classic.
I should pull it up, but it's the funniest thing. So there's a local DJ here, Dee Dee in the morning. She's got a big show on, the black station here in Dallas, the #1 station. Mm-hmm. And she's just a big broadcaster, been here for like 12 years, probably more than that. And she had him on the show, and I really got to see the video to do it justice. And she's like, Charleston, you saw the video, yeah. And she's like, Charleston, you're not talking about. He goes, my friend Charles, I heard news you were talking bad about me, but I know my friend Charleston White ain't talking bad about me. And Dee Dee's so smooth.
She played the clip.
Like, nah, that's a lot. And then she played the clip. And she's like, was that you, Charleston? He's like, yeah, that was me. And Charleston's like, guilty. He looked like he was in the principal's office. It was so good.
That's supposed to drop today, right? Or did it drop already? That full
the clip I'm talking about?
Yeah, I saw a clip, but the full thing drops today, right?
I think so, yeah. But I saw that clip that went viral. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
it's just the clip. But yeah, Dee Dee's so funny. And like I said, she's like a real deal broadcaster on terrestrial radio. I've been doing it a long time. So she's a real broadcaster. But Charleston White is the funniest guy ever, but he's real misunderstood too. He's really just a nice guy that wants to be likable. But he knows what pisses people off. So he's similar to me. When you can trigger people, you keep pressing that button. We're like a rat with cocaine. We just press it because we get addicted to it. You know what I'm telling you? The rats, how they'll start, and when they do the test to see if the rats like food or cocaine more, they always get addicted to cocaine.
Consumed by the grifting. That's what it is. You've been consumed by the grifting.
And you know what's funny? I'll admit, I got to grift, I got to grind, I got to make $1 out of 15 cents. But this is the thing is I try to actually do the opposite of grifting. I try to say, don't do me. Do not do the opposite of me. I'm not your leader. Like all these fake leaders, kind of like Andrew Tate. And I like Andrew Tate, some of the stuff he says is fucking terrible. But my point is, the guys that idolize Andrew Tate, I'm like, dude, get your own personality. We need to build our own personalities instead of copying others.
Wait a second. You just taking shots at Top G. What's wrong with Top G? What did he say that was wrong?
No, Top G's cool. I like Top G. I'm just saying it's not even that I dislike Top G, but all these guys, these Andrew Tate bros, where now it's like everybody's a manosphere, pussy chasing badass. It's like that. It's just not. it's not authentic is my point. Yeah, I like Andrew Tate. I think he's entertaining. I like a lot of his political stuff. Is he trafficking women? I doubt it. I mean, but is he a pimp? Yes. Am I a pimp? Yeah. I mean, that's just part of being a pimp. I mean, you can call a spade a spade.
So let me
I'm just saying all the Yes.
Let me ask you. Would you be an e-pimp, aka manage a woman's OnlyFans account for her and do everything except let her create the content and you do everything else? Would you do that job?
I would not, just because I'm not that good. I can't catfish. No, and these women are too spicy, because one second they're hot and the next second they're cold. That's a special kind of person to even be in a concubine with all those females. Like you talk about it. You said on my show, you want the female spaces of the female and the men spaces of the men. Like, I love women, but me trying to pimp out a bunch of hoes in a pussy palace, it sounds cool. It sounds badass. It sounds like a great reality TV show, but I don't think I have the wherewithal to personally do that now.
Okay. All right, good. It's something that I've thought about in the past and decided not to do. It just didn't sit right with me. I just thought I could do something else better with my time. So that's good to hear.
Well, did you see that happen to that Hunter Avalon, though? Do you know who Hunter Avalon is?
Who?
He's a guy that was liberal. I mean, he was conservative, then he switched to liberal. He's a streamer. He lost a lot of his subs, but it was a big viral story that his wife, now they're getting a divorce, or it leaked out where she was trying to do OnlyFans, and she had a secret OnlyFans account. And she's like a girl that does these debates and stuff, and he's like a streamer. So not necessarily an e-celeb, but like an e-personality or whatever, they're a person on the internet trying to do it on the sly. And then the guy that basically revealed everything was like this kind of funny looking, goofy, looked like Steve Urkel, kind of, goofy looking black guy that was basically going to be her pimp, And so like he's talking about how to pimp her out, and she is like sexting with him. And then the big sext was, she's like such a rookie. She's sending this guy who's kind of trying to teach her the game, trying to, kind of pimp her out, teach her how to do OnlyFans. He's like, you could be a millionaire and this stuff. You really got to hustle these men. And she's like, yeah, I think I got a big opportunity. A guy wants to pay me $5,000. He wants me to have sex with 5 black guys, and he wants them to pee on me. And this says in the message, in the thing, yes, like these are in the leaked text messages. And it just was a bad look that she said. And then this guy revealed, he's like, yeah, she was so down, she wanted to get peed on, and then she ended up deleting her account. But what she didn't realize is like she's sexing this guy. This guy's probably like cranking it on the other end, just messaging her these messages. She's like just so gullible. Like some guy's gonna pay her $5,000 to actually do that. But yeah, so all this got revealed, and very entertaining.
So his credibility went down based upon that information.
Yeah. I mean, whatever was left of it. I mean, what do you think about Adam 22 too? Just letting these guys just smash your wife. I mean, I thought that was I'm not okay. And one of my very good friends, a guy named Bubba the Love Sponge, who got canceled because he let Hulk Hogan sleep with his wife, and then the sex tape got leaked. So I actually know people that are swingers, right? So like, I don't even really care. Like, you're into weird stuff, you want to fuck, you like to have people watch, but just like call it what it is. I mean, it's not, I'm too jealous. I don't like that, but they're swingers, and yeah, that's what they like. They want, he likes that black dude was inside. Like, he loves it. It wasn't like a hate thing. Like, it was right there after, I'm guessing, and he likes it.
What's your number?
Bubba.
What's your number?
What, of women that I slept with?
No, your number that you would be willing to compromise, your own integrity and do pornography. Alex Stein's sex tape. How much would it cost to make that happen? Pause.
Well, not that much, because this is why. We got to look at it 2 different ways. Yeah, because this is good. There's one school of thought where, and I've thought about this too, because, these hoes, I've done some weird stuff with these hoes. There could be a picture of my dick out there. I hope not. I don't think so, but you never know. But Dave Portnoy had his sex tape leaked. Have you ever seen Dave Portnoy, Barstool Sports? He has multiple sex tapes leaked. He just owns it. He's like, oh, yeah. And they're actually pretty cool video. I mean, they're not like, they're with hot girls for that matter, but the 2 that I've seen, and he just owned it. He's like, yeah, what I'd fuck, deal with it. And then there's also like the Kim Kardashian Paris Hilton way where you can like leak a sex tape and then you can become famous from it, right? So like this is what my thought is. Everybody says, "Oh, Alex, you slept with Marjorie Taylor Greene, the congresswoman," and this is why I say no, because if I did, Hotep, and this sounds bad, you know, I can be morally repugnant. You guys call me whatever you want. If I slept with a sitting congresswoman, I would have filmed part of it and I would have leaked it on the internet. 1,000%. I would have leaked because it just would have been such a story, right? It would just.
They would call that revenge. I think they call it revenge porn.
Maybe I would have gone to jail for it. And I'm so stupid. I would. Me getting arrested. That's not that big of a stretch. I mean, what the hell? I mean, I'm not. Yeah, I live life on the edge.
Would you smash Marjorie Taylor Greene?
I probably would. Yeah, if I had. Yeah, I mean, if I needed to for our country's security, if there's if our, you know, for our nation, because I bleed red, white, and blue. So yeah, for our national security, yeah.
For national
security. If it was her, bang her, or the terrorists win, yeah, I'd bang her. I'm not gonna let terrorists win, dude. But I don't know about you, but I bleed red, white, and blue.
Oh my Lord! All right, let's talk
I'd sleep with Pelosi. If I had to. If I had to, I'd get his titties and I'd close my eyes. And I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying if I had to, for whatever reason, we have to cross bloodlines. And that's how I have a lizard baby that lives till they're 110. I would do it if that's what they said. They said you have to sleep with her. She's, you know, her eggs are dying. She's 102. Her eggs, all the lizard eggs die at 108. And I had to, yeah.
What do you make of all they had an announcement last week about the aliens, et cetera, et cetera. What do you make of?
That's the fakest shit in the world. Aliens, biology. Yeah, because that's what they want to do. You know, even Ronald Reagan said this. Now you're going to give me, don't even get me started. But now you got me started already. I got the engine started. They already declassified this. You've heard of Project Blue Beam. They got technology where they can put something in the sky and make it look like Jesus is coming back for the resurrection. They can make it look like there's like basically anything in the sky, an alien invasion. And even Ronald Reagan said that at one point, the only way to unify the world is if we had an existential threat like an alien. Have you ever heard him saying that?
I didn't hear him say it, but I remember hearing that quote somewhere.
It's in a State of the Union address. You look it up, Ronald Reagan, type in alien, State of the Union, it pops right up. And he talks about this existential threat is the only thing that would bring us together. So if they really, truly want a one world order, it's not going to just be like through a vax or through COVID or through climate change or through whatever, because really they want to have wars. They want to keep spending money in the Ukraine. Everybody, like all these people, like blaming money we give to Israel. We give Israel $4 billion. We've given the Ukraine $100 billion. I'm just saying we love giving money to these other places. So it's not just, you know, one person or one group of people. Personally, I think there's multiple groups is what I'm trying to say, but they want constant war. They need to have it. They have to have the threat of that. We need defense spending. We need more bombs because America doesn't build anything. So they would love it where now America, we join one big war and then we get to sell the weapons. We get to be in charge of all the alien killing weapons and none of them are going to work. But have you seen all this stuff about nuclear weapons? What they tell us about nuclear weapons is there's something funny with nuclear weapons. That's all I'm going to say. We got big ass bombs. Trump dropped. It's called the Mo.
You said we got what? Big bombs.
Trump dropped. Listen, Trump dropped what was called the Moab, mother of all bombs. It's our second biggest non-nuclear bomb.
Okay.
He dropped it on some Taliban and killed like 17 Taliban members. And everybody's like, yeah. They have to use nuclear bombs as a way that they can invade other countries. That's what they told us, these weapons of mass destruction. Oh, Saddam Hussein has a nuclear facilities making nuclear weapons. Because of that threat, we went and killed millions of Muslims unfairly, shot weddings, shot people at funerals, drone strikes in schools, drone strikes on children that worked for a water charity when we were leaving. You're saying it's disgusting what we did. If that was happening here in America, you know, we wouldn't even let it happen if kids were just getting drone strike. But my point is, it's like they have to continue to have these wars. It's never going to stop when it comes to the military industrial complex. Like it's going to be never ending.
I got the
you got the Ronald Reagan thing.
I got the quote right here. It says during a speech before the United Nations in 1987, Ronald Reagan spoke longingly for the world unity that would happen if aliens invaded Earth, and said, perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bond. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world. Damn.
Because they've been foreshadowing this for a long time. They want us to, and that's another way that they hide God. There are probably demonic spirits. They say the fallen angels or whatever. There is probably some sort of, there is frequencies and I forget the word for our eyes, the proper word, but there's frequencies that we can't see. Excuse me. There's frequencies that we can't hear and some things that we can't see with our eyes. So like there could be something on this dimension that we just can't see because our body doesn't let us see it. I do believe that could be possible. There could be a demonic spirit, ghost, whatever. I think that's more in line than like an alien coming from Mars. I think that that's impossible in my opinion.
Yeah. You're talking about the electromagnetic spectrum.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
our eyes only pick up so much. And so like there could be something in front of us that we just can't pick up that's on this, that's right in front of us theoretically. And I don't know. I do feel like I can feel my mom sometimes and she passed away. I don't know. I'm just saying there's something weird. There's something special to this world. We're not just a cosmic accident. Lightning didn't just strike a pond 1 billion years ago and then dinosaurs and then we didn't evolve from monkeys. Like it's just I think that there is something special. There's a creator. I don't know how. I'm not going to tell you to go follow Islam or follow Jesus or this and that. That's not kind of my mindset. I'm not trying to convince you which dogma or religion to follow, but I do try to, I guess, wake people up to realize that at one point, for us to even be here, we had to have 8,000 grandparents that all had to have sex. We had to be born, weren't killed. Dad didn't get run over in a car. And I'm just saying so many things had to happen for us to be here. We won the lottery of life, but they don't really preach that. They kind of just preach that, oh, we're just a cosmic accident. You evolved from nothing and your life has no meaning. And I think because of that, that's why so many kids just cut off their penis or cut off their breast.
Are you Christian?
I mean, I was raised Christian. I was baptized, but I don't like to preach to be a Christian because I know real Christians and, they would be like, oh, well, he's not a good Christian. So, I think I think that God is a spiritual being that is
so you believe in
all
God?
encompassing. Oh, 100%. Yeah, there has to be a creator. There has to be somebody pressed play on this record player of life or something. Like somebody started this. We breathed life into this. I do believe that. And I saw your tweet. I loved it. We need to be talking about Nephilim and Middle Earth more. I'm all about it. Why don't we talk about freaking giants? I think that there were giants here on Earth and that they, as the Bible says, probably mated with angels. And we're probably the retarded offspring of those people. There is something like godly-esque in us, but we're not God. We're not there. We're the mutated version of that.
Pieces of God.
Exactly right. We're pieces of God because He created us. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know you're not a fan of Islam because you threw hot dogs on a Muslim man.
That's not true. I'm not. They called me Islamophobic. That's not the case at all. I'm cool about 9/11. I like 9/11. I'm a big 9/11 pro 9/11 guy. So don't put that on me. I'm not Islamophobic. No. I'm on the side of the terrorists. I get it. I kind of understand what they were doing. Like Muhammad Atta, he had a good plan and it worked. Say what you will.
Wait. So you believe the official story of 9/11?
No, I'm trolling. I know 9/11 was an inside job. I'm totally full of crap.
So you believe it was an inside job?
I do believe in that. I do believe the government. This is how I know that it was.
Is Glenn Beck going to let you say that? I don't want you to get fired now.
Glenn Beck, no. I talk about 9/11 being an inside job 100%. What the heck? Dude, you don't listen. Listen here. Now, but I want to just say this. For all the people like, oh, Alex, you're crazy. 9/11 is an inside job. This is all you really need to do without even getting into the conspiracy. This is a fact. Condoleezza Rice and George Bush have openly stated this multiple times that they were briefed by the FBI that there were terrorists. Osama bin Laden specifically was planning on trying to hijack commercial planes and fly them into buildings. They were briefed on this. This is what they said, and that they didn't take the threat serious enough. You've heard that, right?
I think so.
You've heard that, right?
At some point, yeah.
I'm saying you can Google it. That's not conspiracy. That they were briefed. They just didn't give the FBI. And so if we just believe that official narrative, then they're insubordinate. He didn't do a good job. So then they're responsible. So I actually believe that to be the case. They told him. They probably said it was a serious thing. They said, hey, we got it taken care of. Don't worry about it. Easy peasy, Japanesey or whatever. They're going to take care of it. So he had prior knowledge. They had prior knowledge. Whether it's an inside job, they let it happen. there's 10 million different conspiracies, but it wasn't just some hijackers got lucky. I think there was more to it. And then the NORAD, the jets that we scrambled, we can scramble a jet in the air in like 30 seconds. And then we know the flight over Shanksville in Pennsylvania, they shot down that plane, but they're never going to tell us that they shot down the plane. They're going to tell us, let's roll, and that all the passengers just pushed the drink cart and then made the smash open the cockpit and then nosedive the plane. Nobody would do that. They'd be all scared to death. They would get in there. They maybe would fight, but the plane is on autopilot, or even if it's not on autopilot, the plane has sensors in it where it's not just going to nosedive. I know enough about commercial aviation that those have sensors and they have foolproof systems where it has to be. Yeah. And they even admit that, and this is a technology which I don't even know. I think this would make people happier, but then it also puts in the thought of the driverless car, is that they have these drones in the military. They can drone a freaking 747 airplane the same as they can do a drone. They can fly a freaking plane from a tower. I mean, I think they do have that technology.
The biggest red flag for me is, as someone who has studied just a little bit of aviation, understands that these planes come with black boxes. And we have not recovered the black boxes. And black boxes have never not been recovered. So there's a lot of precedents that have been set here for this incident. But I usually just stop at the black boxes and ask people, where are the black boxes? Where are the black boxes? And, the black boxes
that's the best.
Must be with the BLM donations.
Yeah, right, in Joe Biden's bank account. But no, that's the best Jerry Seinfeld joke. He's like, the black box, why don't they just make the whole plane out of the black box? And then everybody would live. Yeah, that's a good joke.
So you obviously don't know much about Islam if you threw hot dogs on a Muslim man.
Well, first of all, I knew all about Islam, so do not hate on my Islamic knowledge. It was a work. This is professional wrestling. They were turkey dogs, and I told his corner, hey, I'm going to throw deli meat on them. I'm going to say it's pork. They are turkey. I posted the video before I told everybody that, not Mo specifically, but his cornerman, I'm going to throw turkey dogs. I even said the lower promotion that I was fighting for, I said, hey, I'm going to do this stunt. They said, oh, I don't know. They were turkey dogs. If I wanted to be disrespectful, I could have used the bacon that was at the breakfast buffet at the Holiday Inn Express we were all staying at and doing the thing. I didn't want to be disrespectful. Now looking back, I really should have gone full bore and gotten vegan dogs. But neither here nor there. So if I did want to be disrespectful, I would have.
Why did you think that was okay?
I know that it's not okay. That's why I did it, because I knew it would cause heat. I'm at a press conference. What are you talking? I mean, come on, let's not act like I'm that dumb. I mean, I'm dumb, but I'm not that dumb. I mean, I knew it's not okay. I'm doing stuff that's not okay because I want to create attention. And that's why you're like, oh, Alex, why hot dogs? So it's like, well, I'm gonna throw some wieners. I want to throw my wieners on my opponent, basically, just kind of teabag him before the boxing match. So that's the,
So who canceled the fight? DAZN?
Yeah, DAZN or whatever. I call them DAZN, but it's technically DAZN, and they're a huge company. And really, now I'm hearing they still potentially will work with me in the future. We're trying to reschedule this fight potentially on August 12th. Mo said he's in, but he's kind of hard to wrangle. Him and I are supposed to go on Tim Pool this Friday, and he said he's going to show up to that.
Mo is going on Tim Pool?
Yeah, for his debate show, the show he does during the day. I think he does it at 10
Culture
a.m.
War.
Culture War.
So you're doing Culture War versus Mo Deen?
Yeah. I think I'm going to end up just probably arguing with Tim a lot. I love Tim. Tim's a friend of mine, but him and I, last time I was on the show, him and I debated the medical industrial complex. And
really?
But Tim and I debate, and we debated the moon landing. Tim and I, every time I go on the show, I debate, oh, the moon landing's real and they can't. Yeah. And then I showed him some pictures. Oh, that it's our fault for not doing our research, and that, I mean, his audience is basically on my side. I mean, because I do believe that we should have caps and a form of socialized healthcare. I know it'll be bad, but we should listen, I don't want the government to regulate crap. What, they're going to not have oil drilling in Alaska or Texas? Yeah, you're going to let the pharmaceutical companies just charge an arm and a leg for insulin that costs $200 in Texas, but $2 in Mexico? It's like, no, dude, no. We should have, if the government's going to regulate anything, the government's going to get involved in anything, health and medical and the health medicine, which we know we have to have. Sadly, we know this is what pisses me off is that America is considered whatever a first world country. Yeah, we have the lowest life expectancy and the most cost per person of any healthcare system. So our healthcare system is so broken, and who gets rich? Not even the doctors. The doctors are even getting screwed. These young doctors, they have to follow all these protocols. They get like debarred if they mention any sort of, counter cures to any sort of, you know what? I'm just saying it's, dude, if the doctors are winning, maybe I'd understand, but not even the doctors, it's the insurance companies, and it's really the pharmaceutical companies that are just winning of this whole, game. And I really don't think they want us to be healthy. They want us to be sick. And it's not just McDonald's. It's not just, forget about the McDonald's and the, genetically modified food they give us and all the crap that you buy at the Dollar Tree that's literally made with wood. I'm talking about the medicine is bad. I mean, the medicine is not even good. When you say, oh, I'm depressed, then they give you a pill that increases your suicidal idolization. I mean, why would you give a depressed person a pill that would make them potentially more suicidal? To me, I think that's very basic.
I've been skeptical of the medical industry from a very, very young age. My first red pill moment was seeing an obese doctor. I was asking myself, how could you be a doctor and be fat? You of all people should know how to keep your body in a certain state. So at a very young age, I was just like, yeah, something's wrong here. And as I got older, I started to realize what was actually going on in America. And the fact that doctors really don't even know much about diet and many
It's like
pieces.
1 week. It's like 1 week of their whole school. They talk about diet of their medical school. I think it's like in there, but they go over like diet for 1 week.
Yeah, I think most of the time they spend in the sciences and like what drugs do and this drug is for that and how to cut somebody open and, all of the invasive surgeries they spend a lot of time on, but they don't spend a whole lot of time on preventative medicine like the East does. And I think that's the biggest issue. It's always after the fact. Here, take this drug. If you have this problem, then this drug goes with it. If you have that problem, then this drug goes with it. It's not like this herb goes with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely some funky stuff going on in the industry. But I want to come back.
Yeah.
Did the Muslim community find offense in what you did, or were they cool that you clarified it and said it was just turkey dogs? Because to me, I thought just the gesture alone was haram.
Yeah, but I kind of stole the bit a little bit from Conor McGregor throwing liquor on Khabib. That's why I thought it would be kind of good. That was supposedly haram, and that was like the biggest deal ever. So I was kind of going in that vein. Like I wanted it to be a little haram, but I also wanted it to be a prank. I was going to say, oh, it's pork, but it's really turkey, so it's not a big deal. Ha ha, joke's on you. But of course, the joke's on me. I end up losing, $15,000 in fight fees, and that was all.
You ain't get no back end on that?
What, after it got canceled? No.
No, I'm saying,
but I might be able to make a little. On the fight? No, I'm on the prelim. I was on the bottom card. I was the lowest fight, but now I'm going to be the main event on. Yeah, I'm going to be the main event on our own personal fight, and then potentially because listen, this is what happened, and I was so sick of telling this story. I just did a stand-up show. I just said it last night, and then I keep telling the story. I was doing the warm-ups for how it works is you get there a week early, and then on Wednesday you have public media workouts, then Thursday you have a press conference, and Friday you have official weigh-ins, and then Saturday you have the fight. I'm new to this fight world, but people know that's what happens in boxing matches. They have a lot of hubbubaloo, whatever the word would be.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday, I'm out there boxing in the open media workout, and I'm joking around. I'm like, I'm going to give you your 72 virgins. I'm taking on them. I'm being a little edgy, but they're laughing like it's not a joke. They know I'm joking, and I'm like, oh Mo, I'm going to do this. I'm call your mom to send flowers to the National Cemetery. I cut like this promo, gets millions on Twitter. It's getting a lot of heat for it. They're gassing me up just like those 747s on 9/11. I was full of gas from them. I mean, they had me all the way. I mean, I was on F, fully full, just like those American Airlines flights. But my point is, I thought, well, this is working, dude. Let's push the boundaries. Let's keep going,
Yeah.
Because it was working. And then, like I said, I went to his corner and I said, hey, I got some deli meat. It's turkey. I'm going to say, oh, it's pork. let Mo get mad. You tell him do it. And Mo knew because he told him before I did it. I never told Mo, but his corner man told him. And, it's a work. Like, Mo does want to knock my head off. I want to knock his head off. But, like, he also knows that he's not dumb. He's like a TikToker. Like, we want to create drama and make it fun and make it interesting. And, and he is Muslim. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like with any fight promotion. This is just how it is. So it worked. My plan worked like a charm, but then it worked a little too well because the Sun News wrote about it. And as soon as the UK, one of their tabloids wrote, they have some Saudi Arabian investors, and I'm sure they have Jewish investors, they have probably Chinese investors, they have investors, I'm sure, of all races. It's a very big parent company, and they didn't want to offend them, and so that's so I got preemptively canceled before anybody from the company actually complained. They did it as a preemptive thing, so now I've been in talks with them. I'm trying to work it out. Maybe we're gonna do like a public sensitivity training where I'm gonna learn not to say the N-word or something like that. I don't know what they're gonna do in the public. I don't know what sensitivity training is, but I'm gonna ask them if that's okay to say that word. But so yeah, I think there's a way that because it was bad, but it wasn't like it was 7 out of 10 bad. It wasn't 9.
I thought it was like 9 out of 10.
I know, and I'm getting a lot of stuff. People said that's assault, that's a hate crime, I deserve to go to jail. I did get a little bit of that, and I got a lot of death threats, and I don't even repost the death threats I get because I don't want them to strike me and be like, oh, he's posting death threats. Like I got a lot of those, but those are just internet alt accounts. I mean, whatever. I that happens when I got more hate for the Brittany Griner than I did for the turkey dogs.
Really? Damn. Well, I guess I can see that. Muslims tend to be very masculine, and they're not going to do a whole lot of bitching online unless it was, severely warranted. But I thought just the gesture alone, I'm like, damn, I wouldn't even do shit like that.
And I don't usually respond to like this hate message, but I actually did respond to a lot of them. Was like, hey, dude, it's turkey dogs. I'm sorry. I don't ever usually do that. And I'm not really sorry for the action, but I'm sorry that if you seem like I disrespected your religion, I'm not trying. I think Muslims, it's good. I mean, they have, I think, strong family. I'm saying there's a lot of good tenets about Islam. And now, is there some bad stuff? Yeah. Is there some bad stuff about all religions? I mean, whatever. That it's not. I don't think any religion is necessarily perfect, but I think Muslim religion is a great religion. 3 billion people, more than that, are Muslim. So I'm not anti-Muslim because I'm not anti 3 billion people.
So I need to make some money here. So I need 1%. What you're going to do is you're going to go back to the fight promoters. You're going to get paid on the back end. You're going to tell them you want a piece of every ticket. Hotep Jesus gets 1% for putting that in your head. Are we going to be able to get that in the contract?
I think I can, Hotep, and I can potentially break you off. But why don't you get in the ring and box somebody? We need to do a whole card, the Happy Punch, but we do it almost with a political kind of like libertarian versus Republican, or Trump versus DeSantis. I don't know. See, that's hard. It's hard to make a fight. It is hard. It's harder than you think. But I'm just saying it would get views and clicks. Like, we're going to do this independently, and I think it's going to be a huge success. Keemstar and I are working together. We're going to put on a whole show. We're putting out a documentary this week. We're going on Tim Pool, and this is going to be done with Happy Punch, but it's basically done independently. We're going to show people, hey, if I can carry a card, if we can get 100,000 live viewers, potentially, maybe. I don't know. That sounds crazy, but Astrid Wet just got that. She was a Happy Punch boxer, then did a promotion on her own. Nobody could believe she did it. So if we get one retweet from KSI or one of these big influencers, hey, the fight's back on.
Yeah.
Potentially it could do big numbers. And then that shows, oh, this independent idiot, Alex, I'm the idiot, not Keemstar. And Keemstar can put together stuff on their own. It will just make us even more valuable, because this is the problem with the boxing promotion.
The next one.
Yeah, it's not through Wasserman Boxing. This huge parent company is a legit professional boxing outlet. Same with DAZN. And they work in, I guess the parent company is technically Wasserman, but I think DAZN is the bigger publicly traded company. But because they work together, they have to be so politically correct. And because it's an actual, they do the Logan Paul fight. They do the fight that's happening in August. Like, they're the top of the line when it comes to this boxing industry. So I get why they had to be. They canceled me preemptively, and I think that I can, because they let Greg Hardy fight. But at the same time, who got arrested for domestic abuse, who played for the Dallas Cowboys, but I think he ended up getting the charges dropped. He threw his girlfriend, Asian, small girlfriend, on a bed where there's a bunch of guns, and her back got all messed up. But my point is, they let this guy fight on the card. I think they'll let me fight on the card. But if we show them, hey, we don't even need you, and we can get these type of viewers, we don't need a DAZN pay-per-view. We don't need Wasserman Boxing because we have we're getting licensed through TriStar, through like a local boxing promotion. They're going to be like, oh shit, oh shit, now there's gonna be more of these influencers. We kind of own the influencer boxing, but now this Astrid Wet just did it. Then we're gonna do an independent one. This could be a good thing and kind of really, I guess, just, kind of blow up this influencer boxing industry. Unless they get threatened by us and they say, oh, let's bring Alex back because he's good. He's good at entertainment. He's good at making national news, international news for that matter. Maybe we should have him fight on the card. Because listen, I don't want to necessarily be a boxer. I am an athlete. I played football and I haven't got to compete in a long time. Also, everybody thinks I'm a pussy. Even if I go to a trans rally and I have a freaking Antifa guy with an AK-47 in my face, everybody's like, oh, Alex is a pussy. He's short. He's small. I'm 6'3". I'm 225 pounds, lean, mean. I mean, I could lose some weight. I'm just saying I'm a big ass dude is my point. I'm not some little baby back bitch. And so that's why I got to prove myself. And I don't care. I live unapologetically myself, and I don't even care what the haters say. But I'm not a baby back bitch. And that's what I really get pissed off. People like, oh, Alex purposely sabotaged the fight, so he got out of it.
Yeah, I heard that.
No. And I'm a conspiracy theorist, so I kind of like that there's conspiracies like that. But it's like, no, I want to fight this guy. And he's smaller than me, like him and the same weight, but he's shorter than me. I should have the advantage. I should win this fight. And this is what the problem is, I guess, is what I'm trying to say with all this. Is now I do want to do a couple fights. I want to end up meeting Sam Hyde. He's going to kick my ass. I'm going to end up fighting somebody for real, and then I'm going to really get my ass kicked. And people are going to love it because that's what made Floyd Mayweather so popular is half the people want to see him get his ass beat. And that's kind of what I want to create is the heel character where you want to see me get my ass kicked. And then I keep, skating by. One day I am going to meet, Judgment Day is going to come at one point. Yeah.
But keep winning. Yeah, I didn't think you were afraid to fight. I'm like, nah, I definitely think Alex wanted to get in the ring.
Yeah, I've been training. If anything, Mo didn't want to get in the ring after he saw me, but we're going to make it happen. And I do want to do some fights, and I want to put together a fight. Like, I want this to be a success. We're going to put on a good stream. We're going to play a lot of clips. I'm going to be doing commentary too myself on the earlier fights because what we did is we cannibalized a real professional boxing match with 4 boxers from one of the local promotions who he helped put on the ring and a lot of the stuff for this Misfits match. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to be the special event. We're going to be the last card, and we're just going to, it's going to be at the Embassy Suites. It's in a 1,500 person ballroom. So it's going to kind of look cool. It's going to look like The Wrestler or something, one of these movies. Like it's going to look legit, and it'll just kind of scare these people. Oh, a bunch of idiots with cameras. It's kind of like how you and I are the threat to Hollywood. All it takes is a webcam and a microphone, and now we can create more content faster, better, cheaper than viewers actually enjoy watching for a longer period of times. So it just shows that, hey, you don't have to be a multi-billion-dollar publicly traded company to put on these fights and get people's eyeballs on it. So,
indeed. Hey, man, the chat said they want to see Uncle Hotep in the ring. Chat, y'all want to see me get in the ring? Put
dude,
some
Uncle
potential.
Hotep would be great. But you're not going to box him. You don't want to box your friend. You're talking about you and him boxing? No.
I definitely want to fight Uncle Hotep.
What? Then y'all should do it. Dude, that would break the internet. And it's a boxing match. So it's like you could get messed up, but you're not going to get that messed up. You have the gloves on. And it's really about stamina, too. Not that I'm a professional boxer at all, because everybody in my chat knows everything about boxing. But like, even if the person is stronger and bigger, if they gas out and you're shit out of luck. Whoever has the most energy in a fight. That's in all fights, street fights last 30 seconds, usually a minute before you're just tired. So you just got to be careful. Just because somebody's bigger and stronger,
y'all doing 3-minute rounds?
The better. We're doing 4 3-minute rounds. Yeah,
4
and that's
3-minute
the professional
rounds?
level.
Yeesh. That's a lot. I might have to
It
go
is
for
a
the
lot.
first round knockout.
That's the bare minimum for a professional fight because we got the professional. Like I had to get the MRI. See, I spent like $1,200 on medical tests. As a matter of fact, I just got a bill from LabCorp. I got to pay for my blood work. It's like $470.
Damn.
So.
Hey, let me know, man. We get Uncle Hotep versus Hotep Jesus on that. You know what I'm saying? Let's get my handlers in the negotiations and let's make this happen, man.
No, I will. I'm gonna get your handlers. I'm gonna talk to Keem and dude, we need to set up some other fights. Like Bryson Gray wants to fight, I think.
Oh, wow.
It'd be so cool to get Bryson versus somebody. And I really want to get one of these like Trump and DeSantis. Like, could you imagine Alex Brucewitz versus like John Cardillo or something like that?
We gotta get Vivek versus Clone in New Jersey. That dude that just announced. I want to see Vivek versus Clone.
Well, Vivek's supposed to come on my show tomorrow. We'll see. A lot of times the bigger the celebrity, they cancel the day of. But I think he might come on. We'll see. But yeah, I want to see more boxing matches like this in this political realm instead of because, dude, all this cringe DeSantis versus Trump shit is making me sick, dude.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Ain't that
because listen, Trump has some issues, right? He's not perfect, but it's like we're just shooting each other's just these arrows. The left doesn't even have to do anything, you know. You're just like destroying each man's character. Now all I can think about, and I like Ron DeSantis, but like they post a video of him in cowboy boots eating a Quest bar, and they're like, look at him in his high heel pumps eating a protein bar, and I laugh. I'm like, oh, look at DeSantis eating a protein bar in high heel boots. It is funny, like, because we're microanalyzing every human being. It's like these people on the internet that just react and microanalyze me. So it's easy to find stuff to make fun of.
Who you got in the next election? Who you backing?
I think Trump's definitely going to win the nominee, and then I would vote for Trump again, obviously, but I think it's going to be like Gavin Newsom's going to be the next president or something like that, something really messed up like that. Because you know why? Just to show how, because this is why I've kind of formulated this thought too, because these politicians are so hypocritical. Joe Biden is like the opposite of what the Progressive Party is about. They're about multicultural, multiracial, bisexual, transsexual, you know, and so he's very hypocritical pick because he doesn't really represent his base. And then talk about even more hypocritical. Let's get Gavin Newsom, a blue blood white guy from a rich family. I mean, he's the opposite of progressivism. I mean, yeah, he likes gay sex or whatever, but he's not, there's like nothing of him is a middle class or middle America. Like he does not represent the people that are going through the struggle. The guy's never struggled. When he was a mayor, he slept with his campaign manager's wife. Like he's the ultimate scumbag. So I wouldn't be surprised if he made it just because he's like, it's kind of all a political joke. It's political theater. Ha ha ha. We're all about progressivism, but let's hire a multimillionaire white guy who's, you know, like basically a Rockefeller. I forget what he's like, a Rothschild or something like that. I mean, give me a break.
Who you got for VP for Trump? Who do you think makes sense to have as a VP?
Well, I think because Trump's a man and he's a coxman, he'll probably go with Carrie Lake, but he probably shouldn't go with her. He needs to go with somebody else, but. I don't know. I just feel like she's got a good chance. If you know who he should go with is my girl Marjorie. That would be epic. I know you get a lot of hate, but that would be so epic. She's kill or be killed. Like people can complain about Marjorie and they're like, oh, well, now she's not in the Freedom Caucus. She's trying to be friends with McCarthy. She's trying to play the game. She's a woman from Georgia that's already leveled up. Somehow she became a congresswoman. Somehow she's gotten power. She's not a dummy. She might not be, you know, Albert Einstein, some brilliant person like you expect, but it's like AOC. She's not a dummy. I don't like her politics, but she knows how to work that ass and kid in the cameras and ask the questions. And hey, I'm not even kidding when I say that. She knows how to dress. She knows these women know what they're doing. So MTG, she's smarter than a lot of people think is my point.
What about Vivek as VP for under Trump?
Give me a brag, Vivek. I mean, I'm gonna have him on my show. I gotta tease him. He loved all the COVID narrative. I mean, I'm Team Vivek. I like his vibes. I'm not trying to go anti-Vivek right now, but all of a sudden this guy out of nowhere is gonna be vice president.
Seems a little spooky.
You know his. I mean, yeah, it's just where there's smoke, there's fire. I mean, maybe he is some badass guy, but come on, he's going to be the vice president. Maybe Trump would love it because I think he does like Dr. Fauci and Trump likes Fauci a little bit. So maybe.
Yeah,
you're on Team Vivek. I'm going to talk to him right now.
I'm not on Team Vivek. No, I'm not on Team Vivek. I'm Team Vivek as VP, but I'm not Team Vivek. I think Vivek. I think he's grifty enough to handle the position. Yeah.
And notice how he's multicultural. Like he would be a better representation of what the left wants, but then they're going to go with like, you know, freaking because this is why, at least in London and all these towns, I think Toronto, they all have like, you know, Hindu or like Muslim, you know, they have like people of color because they actually believe what they want. They're like, hey, we want to help the marginalized communities. Well, let's nominate a marginalized community. But America's like, oh, let's help the black community by putting in Gavin Newsom as president. He's an excellent representation of the black community and the black struggle here in America. Nobody knows it better than Gavin Newsom. And all the people on the left, a lot of the black people go, oh, he was good. Gavin's got our back. Gavin's got the black vote. Like, just imagine Joe Biden got more black votes than Barack Obama. I mean, just think about that for a second. It's impossible, but let's not even get on that thread. You're saying that's what they'll tell us, though, Hotep. They'll tell us that Joe Biden, when Barack Obama was president, I liked Barack Obama. He was the most, everybody had a chain shirt. He was a cultural phenomenon. Mm-hmm. Joe Biden didn't have any of that heat. And you're going to tell me that more people showed up? All right, come on.
Yeah,
and they're going to say, oh, it was just, well, this is what they'll say to my argument. Oh, they're just the anti-Trumpers. It's not that they like Biden, it's that they hated Trump so much. Still, dude, Barack Obama was a phenom when he beat Hillary.
Yeah. I mean, the inauguration numbers were there. It was crazy how many people show up to the inauguration. I was. And do
you remember the Black Pride? You remember everybody was so proud. I mean, the Black community, and I loved it. I mean, I'm saying I'm not even trying to virtue signal. Like you could actually feel it. You could feel people like, oh, well, I'm finally going to be represented. Like change is going to happen. We all believed it. We believed it. We said, well, shit's going to change. Yeah. Okay, great. Let's go. We don't like how this shit is now. Let's change it. And nothing changed. More drone strikes. More bullshit.
Well, I will say in regards,
everybody got a free cell phone. Everybody got a free cell phone.
The Obama phone. I will say in regards to Vivek, there's a huge Indian population, so there's probably an advantage to that. And even, the Vivek clone, he's a Republican, which says a lot about how the Indian population votes. But they're very conservative. So, I don't know. It's interesting to see. And I can't wait to see how this new election rolls out. And 2024 is going to be a very scrappy and grifty year. How do you think your odds are to win Grifter of the Year back-to-back?
I mean, it's going to be hard. I really, no, honestly, I was kind of going over the. Yeah, I know, but and gosh, I think Pearl. I don't think I can beat Pearl because she has the best. She's got these tweets, and all she has to do is say. I mean, she said a 16-year-old is pretty. That was really far out there. I mean, you're kind of a pedo for saying that, but I'm not saying that she is one, but that is a pedophilic tweet. But she's just so good at baiting all these women because this is what I was laughing about, like. My very good friend Sarah Gonzalez got in the fight with her. It's like, well, I'm hotter when I'm 30. And I'm like, do not do that. You're giving this bitch exactly what she wants because every time, she tweets a 26-year-old is harder than a 36-year-old. And all these women are like, here's a picture of Sofia Vergara, you dumb bitch. Like, own. It's like, no, you're getting owned because you're going there. You're downloading a picture of Sofia Vergara. You're going and tweeting. You're the person that's getting owned, not her. Because, yes, of course, there are some people that are hotter at an older age than when they're younger. But it's a stupid argument that's obviousville, and she's just baiting these people. And as a person that likes to lay bait, I'm saying, I'm like, dude. So she's Grifty of the Year, I think. So
she's definitely, I would say top competition for Grifter of the Year versus you. And also myself. I'm coming for the title too this year. I haven't even been nominated, so I'm on y'all heels, man.
Well, and this is another thing is this year I've had some viral stuff, kind of started off. I had some crazy stuff happen in San Francisco. I got assaulted. They threw some coffee on me. That was kind of big. Mm-hmm. And then this is what I'm sick of because, I had to detransition. Then I wore the Target tuck friendly bathing suit and that was a huge thing. And everybody makes fun of me. I'm saying, so that was a big grift. That went popular, and then, I had some crazy stuff happen in New York City, yada, yada, yada. Then the Brittany Griner thing popped off. That was a big grift right there. When I called her out and asked her if she had sex with Vladimir Putin, they're like, oh, Alex is making rape jokes to Brittany Griner. And then now you see she had to take off 2 days for mental health. So I got her so messed up. That's a real pimp. I got these hoes taking days off from their work because they can't even go into work because they're afraid to get on the plane and see me at the airport. So that was a big grift, and then the hot dog, and then now we're gonna have the fight. So I got a few more grifts in me, some big viral grifts, but I still don't think Grifter of the Year right now is Pearl. I mean, she's been on Piers Morgan 3 times, and then the last time they bamboozled her like that, and she was just choked up like a chicken. Her eyes, came big. I mean, that's getting more grifty than that.
After the Jewish comment.
No, did she go on after the Jewish thing? That's the one I'm talking about. Has she been on since? She's been on another time after that?
No, I thought.
No, I think that's it. That's her last time. She went on there and they said, oh, you wrote a song to Nick Fuentes, which I don't even know if it's true. They tried to paint her that she wrote it to Nick Fuentes and then, called her basically anti-Semitic. And I mean, dude, when they put that on you, it's Grifter of the Year level when they do that. I mean, that's.
Yeah. I think that's excessive grifting. There's grifting over the speed limit. I think she went over the speed limit. I think you went over the speed limit. And it's with your hot dog stunt, that was definitely over the speed limit. If I was in your corner, I'd be like, nah, we can skip that. Let's get to the fight. I think you did a really good job.
You're right, because I recently broke up with my girlfriend about almost like 3 weeks ago, and then my buddy Bub the Love Sponge, who kind of helps me, he's that radio guy. He used to be into wrestling, best friends with Hulk Hogan. So I would have asked him. I didn't bug him, but I'm saying I didn't have a good support system around me when I did that. And my dad was coming; he was just not in town yet for the fight. So I was just playing loose and fast, and I had all these people in my ear like, "You're gonna be the next influencer fighter. Like you're great. You're gonna get all da 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 da." So I should have consulted with somebody that had my back. I should have. Next time I will.
Next time, call me. Anytime you got a hard decision, call Hotep Jesus.
Because
that cost me.
HotepJesus.com.
Cost you.
Oh,
a
you're
lot
one of
of
those
money.
real Hotep brothers. It cost me a lot of money, and then I could have potentially been fighting in October for the KSI Logan Paul fight. That's gonna be the biggest influencer fight ever. Yeah.
Oh man, oof. We lost a lot of
Big
money
money.
there, man.
Yeah, we lost some money, but it's not all about the money. I mean, we all need money, but I lost a lot of money.
Well, listen, man, I appreciate
Try
you
not to think about it. I try not to think about it. So
Don't
that's
think
it.
about it. It's
End it
more
with
to
that.
come. It's more to come.
And guys, remember this. I'm not a victim. Don't even feel bad. Yeah, I mean, guys, we're all struggling. We all need money. I know you. I know you're probably like, Alex, what the hell are you talking about? This is what I'm going to say. In life, guys, life is short. Go after what you're passionate about. I'm passionate about actually fighting this guy, so it's going to end up even costing me more money. But I think in the long run, by being passionate and not worrying about it this time, it will open up doors to future money. So I guess my point is, it's like we just got to keep grinding. Got to keep grinding out there. It's not all about the money. Sometimes you got to take a licking and keep on ticking, and that's who I am. So.
Well, before I let you go, I got a couple of comments here from the audience. Jimmy Dawes says, Pearl is soft. Mentioned HJ one time and caught a block. You can't be Grift of the Year being that soft. Yeah, unfortunately, I got blocked by Pearl. It's all good.
Oh, you're blocked by Pearl?
Yeah. Somebody tagged me in a tweet and said, she's a nominee for Grifter of the Year. And I said yes, and then she blocked me. So maybe she doesn't want to. Yeah, I don't think she wants to play the Grifter of the Year game.
Well, she should still win it then. Yeah, but then we need her to win it, and we need to put it on her even more. That's well, okay. So listen, I love. Well, okay. This is the last thing I'll say because this is relevant, and my friends, a lot of guys at InfoWars, your friends, you probably saw they're doing the American Liberty Awards, right? Which is like, it's kind of like yours is funny because the Grifties, it's like a joke. They're trying to do a serious one, which I would be going to it, but my boxing match is now on the 12th. What I'm saying is, like, I think that if we're gonna do a award show, we have to make fun of we have to lampoon the award shows like you do. Yours is awesome, dude. The Grifties is the best independent award show. That's what I'm trying to like tell them. They want to do this award show. I'm like, dude, if this is like serious, I don't even know if I want to be part of it.
Let's collab.
I will. I know I've been foreshadowing that, but I'll be in talks with Taylor. But we need to get the fight too. We need to do a fight, dude. The influencer fight. I'll get the Blaze to put it on.
Absolutely, we could do that. Absolutely, we could do that. We could have a whole Hotep undercard. Me, Unc, Cannon. We could definitely do that, man. We put that together.
And I know some libertarians want to box some Republicans too, and we'll get some. I mean, Democrats will be hard to find, but I'm sure there is one or two crazy ones. So it's like it would just be kind of cool as fakes, or not fake, but better storylines than just two random people. That's why we like the drama. You want some sort of heat. So it's good to get like that's why the storyline would be so good with you and Uncle Hotep.
Right?
Obviously.
Yeah, we got a rivalry going, so that'll be real good. That'll be good. We'll get the promo on that going real heavy. Last comment here. Maybe you can help this guy out. He said, "Yo, HJ, I got two questions. Do you think women should submit to masculine men, and do you think women get the wrong idea about what submit means? What do you make of that question in regards to women submitting to men and masculinity and all of that, Alex?"
Well, that's a very complex question. I'm happy you asked me that because I think there's kind of different forms of submission too, because I do think that if a man is a breadwinner, then the woman probably should submit and take care of the house. I think traditional, roles are good. But like, I think some people have this like unrealistic form of submission that they want from their wife, where just like they just snap their fingers and, they just want to have sex. I mean, you should have sex in your marriage, but like, it's like this weird, like almost ownership, like, I hate to say it, almost like slave mentality with this person. And I don't necessarily, I think a woman should still have her own independence and not, I think it should be copacetic and not just the man calls every single shot. I do believe in the patriarchy and the matriarchy, but I think like a strong household needs a strong mom, a strong woman. So by like just saying, oh, you're going to be a submissive bitch and do whatever I say and just cook. No, I don't think that that's a healthy relationship personally, is what I think.
I concur, sir. I'll answer the question after the break. Alex, man, thank you for coming on this show. I appreciate you, bro.
All right, I'm off to the vet with my cat Pumpkin. Wish me luck, dude. All right, I'll talk to you. I'll keep you posted. Now I'll talk to you about the money on the back end, Grifty for the Blaze, and potential boxing. So I'm gonna keep you posted.
All right, keep me posted. Let me know, bro.
All right, peace.
We'll be back after the break, folks.
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How I'm supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in. How'd you get that done so quick?
They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there, you understand? You guys finished your work 6 hours early?
He's not tapped in.
And we're back. The Grift Report is back. I am your host, the Grift God, Hotep Jesus. Make sure you vote for me for Grift of the Year at grifties.com. Grifties, grifties.com. Let's get into the daily grift. It's a lot of grift going on here. It's a lot of grift. But first, we got to talk about Zeitgeist Reviews. I'm going to take a look at Zeitgeist Reviews. Their website. We're gonna give them some feedback. Hopefully you guys did. Hopefully you guys did your homework yesterday, and went to Zeitgeist Reviews and tried to analyze the website. But today we're going to actually review it. I'm going to give it my marketing tech eye and see what I think about the website. But first, let's get a little overview of the website. Let's take a look at this here.
This is ass. Fucking cinema is has been destroyed more or less.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's over. You can't find anything. I mean,
there's stuff like Uncut Gems and stuff. There's still good things being made, but it's like the ratio of good to McDonald's is way.
This is a video on zeitgeistreviews.com, their YouTube channel. It says the cure to Sam Hyde's cinema black pill.
I don't have time to hunt.
Yeah, I don't have time either.
And I don't have time to listen to people who would say anything for money too. Like, yeah, sure, the A24 shit's gonna be dope. Cool, I believe you.
Yeah.
Find it for me though.
Never seen white people co-opt the term so fast. We lost woke. We lost the term woke. That shit is gone. Anyway, let's go to the website. We're going to give an honest review. I saw some very interesting things with the filters happening there. So let's give this a real live review. Okay, so I'm here at zeitgeiztreviews.com. First of all, I like this little Easter egg here. When you hover, it brings up this little finger pointer, and that's pretty cool. With the message. All right, what's this? Okay, so we have here some sort of filtered search, and the options on the left here tells you where to watch the film. Okay. I wonder if they got the Tyrone movie on here. That Tyrone movie was crazy. They cloned Tyrone. Here it goes. Okay, so it's here. All right, so this is a new movie. They cloned Tyrone. I watched it this weekend. Really strange movie. So I can actually submit my own review of the movie. Okay. Submit review link. It's got some web searches here. Okay. Okay, so production. All right. Federal Films. Mystery. Writers. Director. It was cool. The rating. And what is this? 1.67. What does this mean? This film gets a 1. Okay, so this is a family-friendly score. All right. And it gives you nudity, violence, profanity, alcohol, frightening, message, diverse, violence, sex, language. What's this one? Okay, so it has a diversity score. How many black people versus white people versus Asian? Okay, what's this? And no Rotten Tomatoes ratings came in yet. The movie got a 3 out of 5 stars. I would say that's sort of fair. I would err on the side of, I would put it closer to 4. I'd probably put it closer to 4. All right, so let's drop down. So Conspiracy, Crew, okay, similar movies. Family friendly breakdown, okay. This is a breakdown of that. Okay. All right, let's go back. Let's hit filters again. Let's go here. So it has the different genres, of course. So the different rating websites. So there's a wokeness. There's a wokeness meter. All right. So most woke. I'm assuming this means most woke. All right, let's take that off. Let's show woke data. Let's see what we got here. All right. So, according to wokeness, I guess this has the highest. These are the movies that are most woke. And you guys can go to the website and add a woke score to some of this stuff. That's pretty interesting. And I saw this in the trailer. There's an LGBTQ filter. So it tells you how gay a movie is.
Hotep. Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
This is the gay meter. All this on zeitgeiztreviews.com. So if you want to watch a movie and you're trying to figure out, well, how gay is this shit before I take the kids to go see it or waste my time to go see it, you can come to Zeitgeist Reviews and I'll tell you how gay the movie is. It's very interesting. So, okay, so they've actually separated it. There's an LGBTQ, there's an LGB, and then there's a QTIA. So these are all separate ratings. I want to change this from 20 to 1. I want to actually go in descending order. Let me see here. Hold on. I just set it. And so really, okay, so it's from 1 to 20. I tried to do it the other way. Can we change? is this mean the most gay or this means the least gay? So we're trying to get feedback so they can make the site better, obviously. So that's one thing I'll say. I'm a bit confused as to what I did here. It says from 1 to 20. So is 1 mean least gay or most gay? And what am I looking at here? How do I know, what's gay? Because here it says, okay, so here there's the rainbow meter. But this one has an NA next to it. So is the data here populating because we need more people to participate in giving this a gay rating? And if this doesn't have a gay rating, why is it listed as number 1? Right? So I'd like to know. I mean, that's probably what I would use most on this website. When I'm about to watch this movie, how gay it is. I'm laying in the bed with my lady and shit. We're about to watch a movie. I'm going to just pull my phone out and just secretly look and see, okay. How gay is this shit about to get? How gay is this show about to get? Now, what is fedora tipping? What does that mean? Anybody know what the fedora means? What's that in reference to? I mean, I just landed in white culture a few months ago, so I'm not exactly familiar with these terms. What does the fedora mean? Is this some sort of reference to some sort of conspiracy theory movie? What does that mean? Barbie is not woke. The writer's strike is going to pave the way for new creators to express their vision. I'm a filmmaker and in the middle of making a new film. Hey, hit me up, man. Cut me a check. Let me get in there, man. Pause. What up, DJ Chaz, Wilmar, Champ, Renee Vogel? What up, bro? So I would say, just some clarity here. It would just some clarity on, how these rankings are happening. I think may be helpful, or I could just be slow. Okay, so let me see if there's an explanation here on the Fedora somewhere on the website that explains what the Fedora rating is. Where did that go? No, not under ratings. Wokeness. Yeah, what does Fedora mean? How do we get information on that? Oh, there's a dark mode here. All right, cool. TV live streaming, most talked about, top ranked. Okay. Yeah, we see all of that. Good stuff. Movies. I just saw something that said analytics. What is this analytics? Okay, box office records. Diversity equals money. Let's go. Domestic versus international. So there's some analytics here that's pretty cool. And I guess this is going to be going to show us their box office numbers. Interesting. Buying power by race. Race per capita, buying power. Uh-oh. Lord have mercy. I ain't touching that one. Let's see. Salam Abraham said, someone buy HJ a dictionary. Why? What happened? Fedora means simp. Means hat. We have some conflicting results here in the chat. Don't know what fedora means or what that's in reference to. So hopefully we can ethnic world map. So there's a bunch of analytics here. I don't want to get too deep in the weeds on that. They even got some games here. You can check the. All right, let's see the wokeness on games. Let's see. Is there any Zelda looks like it's highest in the woke category. Okay, that's pretty cool. Hold on, let me go back. Movies. What else did I want to look at? We looked at that. Most talked about, top rank, global consensus. Okay, some information here on the global consensus. You know, this website has so much information that I believe the most difficult part is trying to figure out how to organize it all. That's probably the hardest thing. You would need a nice little team to come together, and obviously some crowdsourced information, get some feedback on, you know, how this information should be organized. What'd you say, chat? Oh, fedoras, I would think. Like mob type? Is that what that means? It means it's a gangster movie because it has a fedora for a hat? Are we sure about that? I don't know if I believe that, but you guys could be right. Fedora is a type of hat at its origin. Yeah, I know it's a type of hat, but why are they using that? Fedora tipping equals atheist. Oh, Zeitgeist Reviews in the chat. He said fedora equals atheist. Really? Why does a fedora represent? Hold on. He just gave me a link here. Hold on. Copy link address. Hold on. Let's go here. What is this link? What is this link you just gave me? We got Zeitgeist Reviews over on Rumble in the chat. And what is this? What is this link you just gave me? I see money at the top. I guess this is like a you got a bunch of, okay, so the star is black, directors are black, writers are black. So these are all the black made movies where the director is black and the writers are black and the star is black. Okay. And it has a wokeness rating attached to it. So I guess you can attach various filters to get the data you want. House party. So I guess this is ranked from woke to least woke. Is that, am I saying that correctly? Yeah, how atheist. Okay. Look it up on Urban Dictionary. Okay. Fedora is like mainstream Reddit. See, I'm learning about white people. This is all very interesting. So yeah, guys, I'm going to use this website, zeitgeistreviews.com. You know, get tapped in. Seems like a really good resource here to do some recon on movies, you know. So I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. And that's not going to be the last you hear from Zeitgeist Reviews. We had the watch party yesterday, sponsored by zeitgeistreviews.com. And we went over the trial of Anthony Fauci. That was a Rumble exclusive, so you guys didn't catch that. Make sure you go and log on to Rumble. All right, with that being said, let's get into the grifts. Oh, damn, I meant to ask Alex about this. Damn it. Paul Rubens passed away. I didn't even know that was his real name. I had no idea his real name was Paul Rubens. So, yeah, the gentleman who played Pee Wee Herman. I grew up on Pee Wee Herman. I was like, Pee Wee Herman's Playhouse and then Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure. But, pause. My favorite role for him was when he played Derek for Real. Okay, it's spelled Derek. Yeah. Here it is, and I'll put it on the screen. You guys should see it here. But when he played Derek for Real, that to me was one of his best. That was one of his best. I got to be honest with you. This was one of his best roles. And he plays a gay man in this. Yeah, definitely plays a gay man in this. But Blow, one of my favorite movies of all time. Absolute classic. And who's the main character in that? Oh man, what's his name again? Damn, Johnny Depp. Thank you, Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, one of my most favorite actors. I spoke about this on the Joe Rogan Experience, how I thought Johnny Depp was one of the best actors ever. Hey, Rumble, hit the like button so we get on the front page. Hit the like button. So R.I.P. to this cat. I know he's done some weird shit in the past, but you know, we never want to glorify death. But you know, growing up watching this as a child, you know, I thought the Pee Wee Herman's Large Marge and all of that, you know, absolutely great fucking content and hilarious. I mean, we used to cry laughing. I remember the Pee Wee Herman dance. We used to do the Pee Wee Herman dance. That shit was amazing. You had to know how to do the Pee Wee Herman dance when you was younger. You could always make somebody laugh with that one. So yeah, anyway. R.I.P. to one of the GOATs. Apparently he was battling cancer, so fuck cancer. Anyway, wait, what is this? So I posted this tweet here. I posted this tweet and hold on. It says a good woman cannot be found on Twitter because she's in the kitchen, and somebody responded. Oh, I gotta steal this. Who is this? Empress Emily has classified me as a coon. White woman. Does this white woman know that coon can be also a racial term? Like it's a racist if white people use it? I don't think she knows. Oh Lord, this is hilarious. So she's calling me a coon. Racist. That's hilarious. Oh man. Such a good time on Twitter. Such a good time. Anyway, let's go back in the bag. Hey, all my HotepCon ticket holders, don't forget Off-Road Experience sponsored by Syscoin celebrating the release of Rolex. Make sure y'all get in tune. Those directions are blasted out to you. You will get those via email when you purchase your ticket. So yeah. So we're going off-road with it. Off-road Experience. You see it here. Off-road Experience. Dinner in the desert. You're going to have fun with some guys who live out in Vegas. These guys are pros. They know the terrain. So if you're a HotepCon ticket holder, hit the link in the description box for a chance to win that off-road experience and have dinner in the desert. Some good grilling, some good steaks. You guys are going to love that. Make sure you order the steak at least medium rare. But you didn't hear that from me. Anyway, let's go back. Shout out to Syscoin. All right, Grift bag today. Where are we going to go first? Let's watch this. So apparently this is a video of China's CBDC. And basically what they're saying here is, can you see that on your screen? Okay, good. It says China's CBDC is linked to a digital ID. If caught speeding, a fine is instantly deducted from your digital wallet by surveillance system. And this is one of the growing fears about the CBDC. And one is under development by the Federal Reserve, the Boston Federal Reserve, MIT, and a bunch of Bitcoin devs are all working on or have worked on what they call Project Hamilton. We spoke about that on menoforder.com. If you guys haven't visited menoforder.com, go there, type in Biden coin or CBDC, and you'll get more information on that. There's hours of information on there, actually. So yeah, so something to keep an eye on. We know FedNow was released last week. Anybody in the chat got any FedNow updates? Did anybody in the chat get any FedNow updates? Is your bank using FedNow? Have you made any transactions with FedNow? Has any of that stuff occurred? I'd like to know. Pee-wee's Big Adventures will always be a child time classic, RIP. Yeah, I wanted the Pee-wee bike, man. The Pee-wee bike was fire. I always wanted that bike. Trish is texting me. What's Trish say? Make sure you're going through a crystal clear involved. Make sure she knows exactly who was arriving early. Hunter and I have already reached out. Bruni technically can't hunt with us anymore. Okay, bet. I will do that. I will definitely do that. Okay. That's that. What is this? Yes, I know he's dead. Okay, cool. All right. Sorry, just responding to all my girlfriends asking me for money. Joking. Let's see here. Or maybe I'm not. Let's go back in the bag. What's this? What is this? I didn't get a chance to read this. There's some article we're going to read today, but this is one of them. And can I make this bigger? All right, let's take a look here. So this one's titled Inside the Online World of People Who Think They Can Change Their Race. Practitioners of race change to another, or RCTA, purport to be able to manifest physical changes in their appearance or even their genetics to truly become a different race. What? All right, shit just got weird. Let's make this big enough for you to see on your screen here. All right, so it says here, since before she hit double digits, Elisa 15 says she has a special connection with Japan. All right, so this is a little 15-year-old girl. She has to be anonymous because she doesn't want to be doxxed. She was born in Ukraine, now lives in Maryland. She goes by a Japanese name of Miyuki, listens to subliminals that promise she will wake up to be Japanese. So far, she believes that by listening to YouTube videos with lo-fi music and photos of East Asian facial features while she sleeps, her vision has cleared, her eyelids have become smaller, and her hair just a bit darker. Practitioners of what they call race change to another, or RCTA, purport to be able to manifest physical changes in their appearance and even their genetics to become a different race. This is on NBCnews.com. They tune into subliminal videos that claim can give them East Asian or Korean DNA. Now, I just want to keep in mind here that they could have chosen any race in the world, and they've chosen to be Asian. That says a lot about Asian people. It says, but experts underscore that it is simply impossible to change your race. It's just belief, says Jamie Cohen, an assistant professor of cultural and media studies at Queens College City University of New York. It doesn't ever really work because it's not doing anything, but they have convinced themselves that it works because there's other people who have convinced themselves as well. Though they do not constitute a full-blown trend, a number of racial subliminal creators have popped up on YouTube in recent years, with videos racking up on average over 500,000 views apiece. On TikTok, dozens of accounts have emerged in recent weeks, sharing similar goals and aesthetics and documenting what people describe as their race change journeys. Media experts also point to potential dark side of exoticization of Asian culture, saying it could be a form of modern yellowface or the act of non-Asian peoples making their appearance more Asian-like. Korean American poet Margaret Rhee, assistant professor of media studies at the school in New York, said RCTA phenomenon reflects current media climate in which East Asian media enjoys widespread popularity internationally and in U.S. There's also the underbelly of where we want to be careful, she said, because there's always problems around fetishization and objectification that East Asian cultures have always been subjected to, meaning being revered for these kinds of exotic characteristics, but not really fully seen. You know, this is my issue with this whole race thing and blackface and racism and white supremacy. They say seen. You know, the need to be seen. What the fuck does that mean? I don't feel seen. I don't feel seen. Well, maybe you need to lose some weight. Maybe you need to dress better. You know, I gotta be honest with you. Some of these people that I see in these LGBTQ videos, and TikTok and whatnot, they look horrendous. They look horrible. They look disgusting. So when we see you, we're like, oh, don't look. Like your hair is different color, you know, there's just no style sense at all. And that's something that gay people have been known for, having great style sense. So I need the gay people to get the rest of these motherfuckers, all these non-binaries and all the other weirdos, and I need y'all to get them under control because they look terrible half the time. Just horrendous. And they look dirty too. I gotta be honest with you, motherfuckers look dirty. I know y'all got jokes about white people being dirty, but that's not something I want to partake in. But they look dirty. Just dusty looking people. Ugh. So, yeah. So we have, and then they say these exotic characteristics, right? And again, this is where they expose their own ignorance. You know, if you're saying that there's a fetishization or objectification, why would you call them exotic? Why would you call them exotic? Like, calling them exotic makes them subject to being objectified, makes them subject to becoming someone's fetish. So you contradict yourself right here by calling them exotic. That's why you got to watch the left, because they don't even follow their own rules. It's so many rules, you can't even begin to follow them. You cannot even begin to follow them because there's just too many. You know, it becomes so many rules that you just cannibalize yourself. And we spoke about that before. I had a guest come on and they were talking about how, actually, no, the caller that called in last week who said he banged a non-binary chick, and she said, you know, those groups are always constantly cannibalizing themselves, you know. So if you could be any race, what would you be? When you call in today, if you want to get in line to call in, 202-596-5631. Text that number if you want to call in today, 202-596-5631. Call that number. I'll prompt you to call once we get in to that segment, which will be shortly. But tell me when you call in, what race would you be if you could become any race? What race would you like to be? For me, I got to be honest with you. I'm at an impasse. I don't know if I want to be an Asian person or a white person. But I do know one thing, though. I do know one thing. I'd love to be a woman.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
I would absolutely love to be a woman. Absolutely. Absolutely. If I was a woman, I'd be crushing it out here. Crushing it. My OnlyFans would be popping with feet pics. I'm sorry, yo. I'd be a conservative commentator, and I'd have a whole nother identity with feet pics, and I'd be selling feet pics. You know. Can men sell their feet pics? Is there a market for that? I might start selling feet pics.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Anybody want to buy my feet? Let's go back in the bag for a while out. I know y'all gonna have fun with them clips. Y'all ready to send me to Hotep Court? Am I wilding? Pause. If HJ was a woman, he'd be a non-binary lesbo. Big facts. Big facts, Natasha. Salient point right there. You would be in the mirror for the first 2 days, though. Yeah, I would. I would definitely be in the mirror like, man, my tits look amazing. Look at these tits. They're fucking amazing. It gets real dicey, HJ. Only the homos want man feet. Oh. You would be easily manipulated to work under the Tate bros. Oh, my God. I'd be an Andrew Tate hoe. Rumble chat going crazy. Always thinking of the next grift. Yes, James. We are always thinking of the next grift. Who's emailing me? Who is this? What do you want? Okay. Where can I buy me some HJ feet pics? Hey, listen, tag me on Twitter. If you want my feet pics, tag me on Twitter. I'll take some feet pics right after that. And let's start an auction on my feet pics. You got to go smoke. Go smoke. Come back, man. I'm going to smoke as soon as the callers get on here. He said I would never leave the bathroom. HJ wants to be a non-binary bitch. Yes, I do, Danny. Yes, I do. And you know what? If I had to do it all over again, I would not be in conservative Twitter. I would be grifting. I would be a leftist grifter all the way to the top. Like when I say the top, like the top of the top. And then as soon as I get to the top, I'd be like, Trump 2024, you bitch. You know? Gotcha, motherfuckers. Fuck that vaccine. I just turned coat immediately. But I can't turn back the hands of time. So unfortunately, I'm pigeonholed into the right-wing community. So here we are. It is what it is, though. I enjoy being with you folks. You guys are a great, great, great bunch. I wouldn't have it any other way unless I could, right? That doesn't make any sense. But anyway, let's go to the next story. Was it here? No, that's the Reagan shit. That's kind of wild. Okay, that's that story. Zeitgeistreviews.com. So Richard Hart is being sued by the SEC for security frauds. And then we have, that's the last story today. Then we're going to get into the phone call. So this one here, story, let me make sure you can see it on your screen well. I'm going to have to fix this again. My apologies. I got to fix this on the screen for you. Sometimes this gets a little weird when I go from one site to the next. All right, let's go here. So the article reads here, Coinbase CEO says SEC told it to delist everything but Bitcoin. So in a July 31 interview with the Financial Times, Armstrong revealed that the SEC, United States Securities and Exchange Commission, excuse me. Hold on, Jonesy calling me. Jonesy, we live. What's up, bro?
Oh shit, my bad. I didn't know you was live. Nothing. It was about something personal, yo.
Oh, it's personal.
I'm sorry.
All right, text me. I'll call you back after the show.
Peace.
All right, peace. It's Jonesy, the Podfather, Wasted Talent, one of my business partners over at Men of Water. Big things going on. Yeah, stay close, man. Men of Water about to get really, really big. Pause. So July 31 interview, Financial Times, SEC says they wanted the exchange to delist nearly 250 tokens, right? And it says at the time, the SEC reportedly said it believes every asset other than Bitcoin is a security. Now we have to stop right there. We have to stop right there because this is another one of those Hotep's been told you moments.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
I told everyone Bitcoin was going to be impervious to the government. I told y'all this. So when everybody said, oh, they're going to ban Bitcoin, I'm like, no, they're probably going to come after the stable coins, then maybe crypto. But last is definitely going to be Bitcoin, mostly because you just can't sue Bitcoin. You can't sue it. Nobody runs it. Nobody runs nobody. It's just a protocol and it's out there and there's nothing you can do to stop it. There's nothing you can do to stop. You cannot stop Bitcoin. There's nobody. Who are you going to sue? Satoshi Nakamoto? Go find him. Go find him. Who are you going to sue? Who are you going to? And then, my other thing was that I felt like there was so much institutional money in Bitcoin that they enjoyed Bitcoin. I felt that Bitcoin was a counterweight to the dollar. That's how I thought they would use it. And it's going to become a reserve asset, or if it's not a reserve asset already, but it could become a reserve asset to the dollar. But when I saw people from Bitcoin working with the Federal Reserve, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, Bitcoin's going to be safe. And that's probably an ignorant statement. Maybe it's unfounded and there's not much evidence to back that claim. But as you can see here, that's what the SEC thinks. And well said. Well, how are you coming to that conclusion? Because that's not our interpretation of the law, Armstrong added. And Armstrong is the head honcho over there at Coinbase. And he says he recounted that the regulators said, we're not going to explain it to you. You need to delist every asset other than Bitcoin. So the SEC is literally telling this guy, we're not going to explain it to you. It's going to call like, I guess there's some FUD that's going to happen around this news. I'm sure the market started dumping following this news. SEC is going to have a really hard time trying to take all these people to court. And they're going to fail in most of them. They already failed with the XRP case so far. But I think there's still other trials left in that in hearings or some shit. I don't know. I got to follow up on that and catch up on that story. So right here, actually, the best way to understand this next tweet from Gary Gensler is to pull up my tweet that I tweeted earlier. So let's put that on your screen, and then we'll go to phone lines. If you want to get in on the phones, 202-596-5631. Text that number, type Hotep and then your name, Hotep and then your name. Text to 202-596-5631. It's free, so you don't have to worry about any charges. And that'll get you online for the phone calls. Okay, where are we? Don't forget, HotepCon tickets on sale. Sonny Johnson confirmed. Okay, here we go. So here's the tweet. And it's funny, like the stuff that goes viral and the stuff that doesn't. Like, the more intellectual the matter, the less it's likely to go viral. And so, like, the right, first of all, being completely oblivious to crypto and being boomers and just basically late adopters. Like, oh, crypto's stupid. Oh, yeah, crypto gonna be stupid till they make your ass transact in crypto. Then you're gonna be like, wait, how do you do that thing again, Hotep Jesus? Nope, too late, motherfucker. Should have been on the board. Should have got the Pally wallet. Pali. Should have got the Pally wallet. It's free. It's easy. Only takes a few minutes. Don't need a whole lot of education to own your Bitcoin or to own your ETH. Anyway, let's go here. It says, Gary Gensler says, there's nothing about, I'm going to read the first part. I'm going to read the whole thing, but I'm going to come back to the first part. I want you to pay attention to the first part. There's nothing about the crypto securities market that suggests that investors and issuers are less deserving of the protections of our securities laws. Congress could have said in the 1930s that the security laws applied only to stocks and bonds. Okay, so there's actually more to break down here. So what he's saying is Congress has failed you. All right. And I guess he's, all right, here's another quote before we come back to that. With wide range non-compliance, frankly, it's not surprising that we've seen many problems in these crypto markets. It's reminiscent of what we had in the 1920s before the federal securities laws were put in place. Now, we know about all those federal securities laws, especially if you got my book, The Patriot Report, available on HotepJesus.com.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
And in that book, we talk about how the federal authorities will always use the term protection. In fact, let's pull that up. Let's show you what early America thought of you people. So let's go here. No, let's go here. Oh, you guys can see that. Oh, wow. That's cool. Okay, it's already on the screen. Wonderful. All right, so let me go here. Okay, you guys can see that, right? Okay, good. So let's go to the Currency Act, right? And then we're going to go to, wow, you guys can see that really well. All right, so this is from my book, The Patriot Report. Got over 200 citations here, so all the sources are there. And I want to go to the arguments made by, and I got to be honest with you, I have to memorize chapter 1, and everybody here should memorize chapter 1. Chapter 1 of my book is probably the most important. It's probably the most important. Well, chapter 2 is very important too, because it's Article 1, Section 8. Okay, here we go. Rich individuals, people are turbulent. Okay, here we go. So, Hotep Jesus writes, in the Patriot Report. When you understand Hamilton's view on people and their money, you begin to understand why he would want a privately controlled central bank. So keep in mind, early America, they're discussing a central bank, Article 1, Section 8, et cetera, and they're trying to say, is the Constitution saying that we can have a central bank? Should we not have a central bank? How does it operate? So it's Jefferson versus Hamilton. And Hamilton says, no society could succeed which did not unite the interest and credit of rich individuals with those of the state. All communities divide themselves into the few and the many. The first are rich and well-born, and the other, the mass of the people. Now, right here is the key part. He says, the people are turbulent and changing. They seldom judge or determine right. So Alexander Hamilton's entire argument is based upon the fact that people cannot be trusted to manage themselves. We have to baby them. We have to baby these people. We have to protect them from themselves. Don't let them fall. Don't let them learn how to walk by falling. We're going to walk for them. Okay? So, coming back, he says right here, investors and issuers. So he makes it seem like, oh, you deserve our protection. We're coming to save you, right? So he says here, investors and issuers less deserving of the protections of our securities laws. So basically saying, just because you're in the crypto markets, you are in the crypto markets, you need our protection. You need us to help you. You need. Let's go to my tweet, because this reminded me of extortion, aka the protection racket. Okay, so I looked this up online to make sure I wasn't tripping, but it says here, extortion is sometimes called the protection racket because the racketeers often phrase their demands as payment for protection from real or hypothetical threats from unspecified other parties. Though often and almost always, such protection is simply abstinence of harm from the same party, and such is implied. So what happens is this mafia, so to speak, will come and they'll say, hey, listen, you need protection. And you'll say, no, I'm good. I don't need any protection. You come back to your shop the next morning and the windows are broken. And they come around, they go, see, I told you, you need protection, right? So the window's broken. If we were to go full tinfoil Kufi theory, the window's broken would be SBF FTX. So they'll say, look, we wanted to protect you. And you said, no, we don't need the government involved. And they go, oops, we broke your window, aka oops, we broke your crypto markets with FTX and SBF, right? So now you come back and you go, hey, listen, I still don't need your protection. Okay. Next day you come back and your money's missing. This is equivalent of the SEC coming in and fining you. Basically saying, look, we now have to take your money. We now have to fine you, or you have to pay, for all these licenses and shit, just so we won't come and throw you in jail, aka beat you up. That's how the mafia would do. They come and beat you up. The SEC doesn't beat you up unless you resist arrest, and their enforcers will come. They will pick you up. They will lock you up. They will throw you in jail. And if you resist arrest, you will get beaten up. So this is just mob talk, okay, from the SEC. This is just blatant mob talk. So if you ever watch an Italian mob movie or the mafia movies or anything in that regards, that's basically what the SEC is doing here, okay? Just to dumb it down so everybody understands. And I just showed you Gary Gensler, Alexander Hamilton, and then my breakdown via extortion. So, no, we don't want the SEC involved. But the reason why I brought this up is it comes back to the quote. I believe it was a quote we shared yesterday during the taping of the trial of Anthony Fauci about people giving up their civil liberties. Whose quote is that? Whose quote is that? Is it Adam Weishaupt? Was it Adam Weishaupt that said that? You know, if you put people in fear. Oh, Ben Franklin. Here we go. Famous quote. That's in my book too. Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. But I think Adam Weishaupt is the other one. Where's Jonah? I think Weishaupt has another quote as well. Is Jonah in there? But I believe there's another quote about giving up your civil liberties. But that's basically what it comes down to, right? We're warning you and telling you that when you see the SEC cramp down on crypto, don't celebrate. Really what you're experiencing is a cramp down on your own civil liberties because of fear of this market or token. There was another story in here too. Maybe I removed it, but there was a crypto hack. Somebody hacked a smart contract using what was the name of that exploit? This is from our crypto geeks. It was a smart contract, and he used there's Wendy Yo. Here we go. This doesn't talk about. This is Bloomberg, but it doesn't show the type of exploitation. And I want to put that across the desk for all my crypto geeks out there to show, because some of you guys might be building on Syscoin platform, you might be building on the Rollup suite. So I just want to put this across your desk in case you missed it. What was the name of that hack? I've never even heard of this type of exploit. Hold on. Let's go to Google. Let's type in crypto smart contract hack. And let's go to news. Is this it? There it is right here. It's called a re-entrancy. A re-entrancy exploit. And according to my studies, basically what they said was this re-entrancy, it enters the smart contract and then creates an infinite loop. And it deposits money that's in the smart contract to their wallet and then executes a withdrawal. So there's actually a simple line of coding that you add that would block the ability of that happening. So for all my smart contract coders out there and devs and whatnot, be careful of this re-entrancy piece of code. All right, let's go to the phone lines, 202-596-5631. Text that number with Hotep in your name. Let's put it right here. Text that with Hotep in your name, and we'll get to the calls right away.
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How am I supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in. How'd you get that done so quick?
They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
That's money. That's money right there, you honest. You guys finished your work 6 hours early?
He's not tapped in.
What up?
Hotep Goldstein on the check-in. What up, bro?
What's happening?
What's happening? What's on your mind, bro? How you like today's broadcast?
Yeah, it was live. I liked it. You know what I mean? I don't really fuck with Stein.
I knew you was gonna say that.
He did a good job. He did a good job. I ain't got nothing bad to say about Stein today.
Okay.
I reserved all my ire for Candace Owens on Twitter, so I really don't have much by way of ire today.
Why do you have ire towards Candace Owens?
Man, she just been on some bullshit the last few days. I'm talking about, oh, manly this, manly that, manly this. And then she said some shit today about what's not a man and what's a man. And I had to just remind her and the people on her timeline looking at that comment like, yo, wasn't your boss the one that did a 40-plus minute diatribe on Barbie? Shut up about manly shit. Shut up about manly shit. Unless you think that's the face of masculinity now. And if that's the case, well, you worse off than I thought you were.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
But that's neither here nor there. Look.
Well, can we stop right there really fast?
Sure.
So, what I've seen is the grift of masculinity is so juicy that these people cannot turn it down. You know, it's like you got several grifts. You got the politics grift. You got the gay grift. You got all these different grifts, vaccine grift, right? But that right. Masculinity grift is also one of the top categories or genres of grift. And to me, it looks like it's too juicy to turn down. You know, for example, like Pearly Things, right? Like she hopped in that lane because she saw the dollar signs. So right. I think that's what Daily Wire or Candace Owens is seeing. They're seeing dollar signs in this conversation because it's so easy to go viral in that lane if you say, you know, the right things.
I'm cool with that, but just don't make it easy for a nigga like me to come along and be like, yo, why is your boss over here doing this shit? Don't make that easy.
Yeah, you got to be a stellar example of masculinity if you're going to push it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, shit. That's not Grifter of the Year worthy type performance right there. I don't know. But look, I'm all for the race changing, bro. Fuck it.
What are you changing your race to?
Me personally, I ain't changing my race to shit. But if people want to do that, I'm all for it. Like, you know, I'm cool where I'm at. You know what I mean? My race is going to be what it's always going to be. That's God. You know what I mean? That's my race.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
But you know, if other people want to fuck around in that arena, go ahead. You know what I mean? Look, motherfucking, I think that if people start shifting gears on what they think they are, maybe they'll come to some truth. But if they're just made to stay wherever the fuck it is they're told to stay, then, you know, there's no hope for humanity in a lot of areas. You know? Maybe if you're allowed to fucking start doing some lateral movement, maybe you can understand some shit on the back end of your life. Who knows?
Why do you support people doing it though?
Why?
Yeah. Why do you think it's okay?
Because I think it's okay because, like I said, if people are allowed to explore what it is they think they are, and I'm not talking about sexually either, because that's just weird. Because, like, in the bigger scheme of things, what you like to fuck should be at the bottom of the list of importance. Like, that's why it's stupid to just go gender identity and gender exploration and all that other dumbass shit.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
At the end of the day, we just talking about where you bust your nuts, right? Don't nobody really give a fuck about that. Now, race is a little bit higher up on the chart of self-discovery. You know what I mean? That right there could send you in the direction of truth. It could also easily send you in the direction of deception too, right? But it's a double-edged sword. You got to take it as it comes. So I'm all for people exploring what they think they are by way of race, what they think they are by way of spirituality, what they think they are by way of shit that's actually important. Because, you know, self-discovery should never be stifled in that way.
If you were forced to change your race, what would you change your race to and why? Would you choose Asian? Would you choose Caucasian? Would you choose black? Would you choose Hispanic? What would you choose?
I would stay black.
You would still stay black.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say you had to change though.
If I had to change,
Mm-hmm.
well, shit, I'm going redacted, man. I like them wallets.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
Lord Jesus, why'd I even ask Goldstein?
They got heavy wallets over there, man. You'd be a fool not to. Yeah.
I should have never asked this fool. I should have known what answer I was gonna get. Lord have mercy.
Yeah. But now look, as far as you and these feet pick, bro. Listen.
Yeah.
All right.
I can't sell feet
gotta-
pics?
No. I'm gonna tell you why. All right. Listen, midgets can't play basketball. Okay. Fat people shouldn't model, and niggas should not sell feet pics because there is nothing more hideous than some rusty foot nigga feet. All right.
Oh, this a real
This is how
Hotep
it is.
brother.
Ain't nobody trying to see pictures of Brazil nuts. Telling you that right now.
My feet not ashy though. I got pretty feet.
Okay, well, everyone seems to think that, but that's just not the case. All right, listen, we gotta know our position in life. We gotta know our limits, bro. I include myself in the discussion, right? My shit is a little bit more tan than yours, but at the end of the day, don't nobody want to see no rusty ass nigga feet. All right? I'm sure there's a market for it somewhere out there because the world is weird as shit. But it's not a very lucrative or smart market. Let's just put it that way.
Yo, hey chat, I need y'all to help me out. Where they want rusty nigga feet at? Where's the market for that? Where's that market hanging out? Oh Lord.
Dude, well, listen, maybe not. I just think you're better served, fighting a good fight. We need you on this side of the aisle. We damn sure don't need you on the Only Brillo Pads website, right? Only Brillo Pads is what they would call the nigga feet website. Only Brillo Pads. We don't need you over there, bro. We don't need you over there.
Only Brillo pads.
Only Brillo pads, because that like OnlyFans.
That's what my feet look like. Brillo pads.
That's what all nigga feet look like. Who you trying to kid right now? You know that. You know that. Huh? We be out there, bro. Right now, you could be city folk, but if you a nigga, you could walk across the desert right now unscathed. We know this, right?
I was just outside early with my feet out. Hold on, let me give y'all a sample. I was just outside with my feet. I can't show y'all the top because I can't show y'all the top of my feet because that right there is probably, you know what I mean? That's where the gold is at. You know what I'm saying? We got the feet pics coming soon. That's a free sample for y'all.
Oh my God, what did I just do? Hey, this man put his shit on the live stream. Nope. Come back, man. Come on back. Come on back. Don't go to the dark side, bro.
The Grift is calling me, man.
Oh, man. Don't do it, man. Stay with us.
Oh shit! All right, now I'm gonna take your advice. I'm gonna cool out, man. I'm gonna cool out for now, man. Goldstein said I can't sell feet pics, y'all. We gotta chill out.
Now look, as far as dude was saying, what was the president at Hamilton? Was he the one that said, people need to be basically babied and taken care of?
Yeah.
Right? That's the dude who said he's
Alexander Hamilton. Yeah.
Yeah, he's right. He's right. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
That nigga right. The only question though is it's not a question of whether people on a widespread basis need to be fucking led, protected, and all that. That's not a question. The question is who does the protecting? Are you gonna go with the righteous or are you gonna go with the unrighteous?
Right.
I mean, that's the only question there because I mean, shit. It's the proof is in the pudding. People, at the end of the day, people ain't shit. You know what I mean? Tommy Lee Jones said it the best in Men in Black. A person is smart, people are dumb as fuck. Right?
Yeah.
People need help. They need all the help they can get guiding their way through life. Because if left unchecked, well, you see what happens there.
Yeah.
So, the righteous or the unrighteous, that's the only question. Who's going to do it? Who's going to be doing the leading? And it's always easy to discern, you know, who's who. Because the best way you know who's the righteous and who's the unrighteous is the righteous will fucking always include you in the process as much as humanly possible. And the unrighteous will try and exclude you as much as humanly possible.
Yep.
All right?
Yep.
You need some ownership in your own life and your own affairs and the affairs of your family and the affairs of your community, right? You need ownership in that shit. And if you got a fucking entity coming along telling you, nah, we got all of it. We can do it all for you. Yeah, that's of the devil. That is of the devil. And that's what the government is on right now. In every facet of your life, And just think of all the politicians out there right now, all of them, from Trump to Biden. Think of them all. How many of them are actually campaigning on the idea of, I'm trying to give you as much ownership in your life as humanly possible? Or are they saying, don't worry, I got this?
Well, they got to say, don't worry, I got this.
Right. They got to do that, right? That means we are living in a satanic system. That's the case. If you're saying I have to, or if you feel like I'm obligated to, or I have to do this thing in order to maintain power, in order to gain power, whatever angle you're coming at power from, you feel that you have to be the motherfucker in everybody's life, you are of the devil. You are of the devil. Now, you got to give the power to the people, man. You got to allow them avenues whereby which they can take the wheel. And there's no politicians that do that shit. Not a one. Not a one. Look at all their campaign promises, speeches. Look at all their motherfucking policies. Every last one of them is, we got this for you. You just sit back. Yeah, that's how you end up with some bull.
What's the name of that book? It's called, where is it? Hold on. There's a book about this. I'm about to give y'all a gem. I don't tell nobody this one, so shout out to all my live viewers right now. It's like is this it? Yeah, this is it. Yup, here we go. It's called, I gotta go back to the page one. The book is a total of 13 pages long, okay? And I think I bought this book as part of a bundle or something like that. Anyway, many years ago, I had this book. It's called The One Sentence Persuasion Course. 27 words to make the world do your bidding, okay? And I'm going to read that sentence to you right now. And it's going to corroborate what you're saying. So it says right here, people will do anything for those who encourage their dreams, justify their failures, ally their fears, confirm their suspicions, and help them throw rocks at their enemies. This is basically the grifter stone. That's what we can call this. This is the grifter stone.
I like it.
And that's what you're saying. That's what politicians do. The politicians, they know this. They know they have to encourage your dreams, justify the fact that you have failed, make you feel like, you know, you ain't got to worry. You don't have no fears because they're going to take care of it. Confirm your suspicions, though. All them conspiracy theories you got, no matter how bogus, you know, we're going to confirm all of that. And we're also going to help you throw rocks at your enemies. And that's what you'll see a lot of online. You'll see a lot of rock throwing.
That's it, bro. That's it. Look, at the end of the day, man, if a motherfucker ain't trying to show me how to do some shit, if you always telling me, I got it, I'll do it for you, I can't trust your ass. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I don't know you like that. We talking about niggas that live thousands or hundreds or fucking whatever life miles away, right? How many motherfuckers can actually sit down and broke bread with any of these tramps promising you anything? And there's niggas in your life that are close to you that you wouldn't allow the keys like that. So why in the fuck would you give them to these motherfuckers? It's just common sense. Like, I need one.
Ghosty, the world has never not been like this, though.
I know, but in times like these, it is imperative that people stick close to those guidelines because it's tipped too far in one direction. You can't never get it perfect. That's just not how life works. But when you see the scales tip way too far in one direction, you have to damn near act an ass just to balance them. Not tip them back in your favor, but just to balance shit. And that's the point we are right now in this fucking world. All over the world. They've tipped too far in one direction. So motherfuckers got to damn near scream common sense shit from the rooftops at this point just to balance shit. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Look, like, why is you telling me you want to build a wall if you Trump? Why is you telling me you want to build a wall instead of telling me how in my community I can implement certain things that can help alleviate the border crisis? And if you're Biden, why in the fuck are you telling me about injustice and equity and how you're going to fix it instead of telling me how in my community I can implement common sense approach to alleviate the equity issues that exist in this fucking in my area and areas all over this country? Why aren't you doing that? Don't you think that would be more effective of an approach if you're actually trying to solve some shit?
Absolutely.
I mean, but they don't do that because they need the juice. So they got this for you. Never trust people who I got this for you. Never. Always be in their mix. Always be in every facet of what they're trying to implement and do. Be involved. Quit fucking outsourcing your responsibility to your family and to humanity to some strange niggas from Washington, D.C. that sit at a podium, start talking, and then just pause out of no goddamn where as if they finna fall over. Quit doing that. Those are not the people you want in charge. Quit doing that. Otherwise, you find yourself in positions like this, verge of World War III type shit. That's pretty much it. That's all I pretty much got today.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, bro.
You know it, man.
Hotep Bill.
Sure.
His kufi never not on tight. It's the kufi master. It's kufi master Goldstein. Oh, let me check on my Rumble chat. Yo, next caller is hold on. Jonah, go ahead. Hurry up, Jonah. We're gonna get Jonah in there. Mike. And what the hell is this? Lazarus.
Call from
Jonah.
Jonah, what up, man?
Nada. I'm going with Giant.
What?
I'm going with Giant.
Giants?
Yeah.
You talking about like Middle Earth giants?
No, man, the Giants that Abraham Lincoln was talking about.
What are you talking about?
Man, Abraham Lincoln was talking about how they were finding giant's bones in North America.
Abraham Lincoln said he found giant bones?
Yeah, this was before the controllers started taking over. You can look it up. I already showed J-Pod on that.
Did you send it to me?
I'll send it for like after the call, right? So, Adam Weishaupt, oh moral man, is there anything you cannot be made to believe? Of all the means I know to lead men, the most effectual is a concealed mystery. The hankering of the mind is irresistible. That's what you're talking about?
Oh, wait, say it again. I'm sorry. I was looking for this Abraham Lincoln shit. What'd you say?
It's for Weishaupt. It's, oh mortal man, is there anything that you cannot be made to believe? Of all the means that I know to lead men, the most effectual is a concealed mystery. The hankering of the mind is irresistible.
Nah, that wasn't it. But that's another. That's damn close. That's damn close.
When man lives under pressure, he has fallen. His worth is gone, and his nature tarnished.
That's another good one.
Anyways, I got two quick ones on here. Pee Wee was set up, man. How do you get arrested? Pee Wee was set up.
Was he?
Man, how do you get arrested for jerking off into an adult theater? I mean, the cops would be there all day, every day.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Who's ever been arrested for jerking off into an adult theater?
I don't know.
Pee Wee?
They said Pee Wee.
Yeah, that's what he was arrested for.
But you think he was set up? Is that what you saying, Jonah? You saying Pee Wee Herman was set up?
Of course, man.
Why would they set him up?
But if you can't get a man, well, he had the kids over, so maybe he knew some knowledge, right? But if you get your confident porn theater, where can you?
Right.
Now, next one. It's kind of funny that, remember, they were making a big deal about Kissinger showing up in China 2 weeks ago. Then now they're talking about the CBDC already.
Mm-hmm.
And who was right behind him in that photo that everyone's seen? Hank Paulson. Yeah. Yeah. Bill, tell you, I'll send you the giant thing in like 2 minutes.
All right, bet. Thanks, bro.
Hotep build.
Hotep and build. Mike and Black, call in, y'all. Gonna get Mike and Black in here. Pause. All right, so we're looking at some, and I know Jonah's gonna get us this, but it appears to be okay. Here we go. Let me make sure you guys can see this well. This is Library of Congress. Yes, this is Library of Congress. The document was created by John. Sending the copy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for Jonah because that's not it. The eyes of that species of extinct giants whose bones fill the mounds of America have gazed on Niagara as ours do now. This is what they saying was on Lincoln's and Lincoln's writings. Hold on. Yeah, I missed you, caller, while I was reading. Go ahead, call back in. This shit is crazy. Y'all koofies on tight.
Call from.
Yo, what up?
What up, Hotep? How you doing?
I'm good. Doing good. How you?
Good, man. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Excited to be talking to you.
Oh, great news.
Yeah, but I just wanted to say, as a white dude with Native American in me, if I could be any race other than myself, I would be black, without a doubt.
Why would you be black?
Man, where do I start? First of all, black is beautiful. Let's just handle that first and foremost. Secondly, black don't crack. So there's that too. You got that going for you. 3, soul, man, come on. Soul, funk music. We don't listen to it a lot. It's, roots of rock. You know what I mean? I love me some some Edwin Starr. I like the sound of funky music, of course, Sly and the Family Stone, stuff like that. I love that. But to get more serious about it, if you look at the history of America, as the black man goes, so America goes. And that's just kind of what it is. And I think that America is... I think America is in a place, as I think you'd agree with this crypto and everything we're talking about, and the failure of our current governmental systems, the failure of the American dollar and all of that stuff. A lot of people are waking up, and I grew up with no father, no brothers, and no sisters, so it was just me and my mom in very poor integrated places. Like the high school I grew up in, there was only 18 white kids out of 400 graduating, right? So I feel like I, have a little bit different perspective, but there's a lot of opportunities for leadership, business success. People are walking away from the old styles of media, and people are walking away of the old styles of leadership. And from what I see and from what I'm watching, it's largely the black community, whether it be conservative, middle of the road, Hotep, even, Democratic, that are the new leaders and have the things to say that need to be said. So,
wow. So I think when you talk about on the right, I think you're talking about people like Candace Owens, right?
Kinda. Not necessarily Candace Owens.
Okay.
You're not on the right, fair enough, but you do have some conservative leaning viewpoints.
Oh no, I'm definitely team right. They already, the newspapers already said I'm team right, so fuck it.
Yeah, they said a lot about you, but most of it ain't even true though. But we've got a couple of solid politicians on the Republican Party that are black right now that nobody's talking about, and I don't know if it's because they're too honest and we're like, we can only lead them so far, you know what I mean? But when I think about he's not really right either, but he's right on his guns. I think about Maj Touré. I think about Royce White. I don't know if you're hip to Royce White, but
everybody keeps telling me about Royce. I gotta check him out.
He's a little farther conservative than you, but he's a lot on Jason Whitlock's show. He has his own show now. He's part of the Big Three. He plays in the Big Three. Former NBA dude. Yeah. He's got his own podcast called Call Me Crazy. But I would love for you two to talk, because there's some things you guys clearly disagree on, but there's some things that you guys do disagree on that I only hear y'all talking about. So, I think, checking him out and
like what?
You guys
what do you hear us we're the only ones talking about it?
Well, as far as that goes, a lot of it is quite honestly black wealth and the way to build wealth. Because here's the thing, the secret about black wealth, it's poor people wealth. And as a poor white kid, poor white trash from the trailer, these principles help me too. Learning crypto helps me too. Learning basic business information helps me too. And it helps a lot of people. As you say, it's a lot less race and a whole lot more class, as most Hoteps believe. But how you talk about the family and financial building. And one thing you went into a couple of weeks ago, somebody had asked a question about the family reunion or the barbecue, and they were like, they're trying to charge me $20, and you could tell that was a white person who hadn't been in the culture. And it was like, what is this? And then you talked about shared building wealth and communal wealth. And as you see, a lot of our Pakistani brothers are doing that right now in all over the place, especially a lot in small town America. And then we've got our Latino parallel economy. I'm in Oklahoma's Texas area right now. And it's so crazy how there is an immediate and exact parallel economy. There's the white grocery store and the Latino grocery store, and they're right next to each other, right? And it's just, and it's all the same a lot of the same products, but, different, different pricing and different language on it. But it's stuff like that really interests me, as I get older, and I'm appreciative of you, man. I don't want to come off too excited, but I'm stoked to finally talk to you, man. So, yeah.
Hey, man, I appreciate that, man. A lot of things you're saying are quite intriguing to me. It's holding my attention, man. I like how you think.
I'm just shotgunning you because I've been wanting to talk to you for so long. My bad.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. I think you make some really valid points.
When you run for president, I'm going to vote for you, and I want a job, I want a job going to the trailer parks getting votes for you because I can. I will. I know how to talk to those people. Those are my people. All right.
You gonna do trailer knocking?
I'll be. That's something completely different where I come from, yo. If the trailers are knocking, don't come a rocking. Oh wait. Anyway. No, but yeah. I think that's the most important thing right now, and something you're doing. I appreciate. Because I had seen you before, but I really got hip to you when you did that Scott Adams interview. You know, I'd seen you like on Gutfeld and Alex and stuff. But then I saw you do that interview, and you blew my mind how you thought. You were like, pay attention. This whole thing is a psyop. And I've been listening to you almost every day since, man. I appreciate you. So.
Thank you,
and
man.
shout out to your unofficial sidekick, Hotep Goldstein. Your unofficial sidekick. My man. Although the other day he won $50 and called in and didn't thank you. He should have at least said thank you for that 50 in crypto. So,
I owe him. I think I already owe him like 100 or something like that because that's not the first time he won some crypto. So
you better pay him, man. You'll wake up with a horse head in your bed. He's gangster.
yo, Goldstein Koofy on tight.
But yeah, man, appreciate everything you're doing, and definitely I think as the country, as black men go, the country goes. If black men are succeeding, and you know, being in Oklahoma, I understand a lot about Tulsa and the riots. You know, we get to be taught that as a part of state history.
Okay.
You know, and so understanding that whenever black people do try to build their own wealth and create their own community, which any intelligent person understands, they're going to need other people to, you know, for supplies and trucks and trailers and trade with other places. And when black people build a successful community, it benefits everybody around them. And if we can do that all over America, that benefits the entire country. And so, you know, young folks like you and Royce excite me, man. I'm blessed to know you.
You got to come hang out at HotepCon. I'm not going to run for president. I'm going to build my own city.
You're gonna need a dude, man. I'm your dude.
I'm gonna need you there. I don't know what we're gonna have you do, but we're gonna need you there, yo.
Everybody needs a poor white trash Swiss Army knife. You know what I'm saying? Not great at anything, but if you need a fork in a pinch, I'm your guy. You know?
Yo, we're gonna put you in charge of concierge.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna make him feel right.
You go to any questions, you go to that. Go to his team. We're gonna have you. We're gonna put some employees underneath you. You can run the team. You know what I'm saying? If we ever got questions, we call our white trash Swiss Army knife.
Hey,
y'all are crazy.
We got this. All right, man. Hotep and Bill, thank you so much.
Hey, yeah, Hotep and Bill, bro. Y'all are insane. Rudy, yo, go ahead. Call in. Rudy trying to call in. So he spoke to dun. Hold on, wait to double dip. Cause what's the name trying to double dip? Let everybody go around one time for you double tip, Jonah. Hold on, man. Did you send me the link to the to Abraham Lincoln taking pictures with the Giants? Yeah, I need that pic. Somebody put that in the AI. Tell the AI put Abraham Lincoln next to some Giants. Let me check my messages here for Jonah. See what Jonah's got here. I ain't getting nothing yet. All right. Next caller, get ahead, y'all. Rudy, Kevin, Nero. Yeah, I gotta hurry up too, cause I got shit to do today. I got practice today, man. All right. So let's close this. Let's close this. I always like to save memory. All right, there go Rudy. Rudy.
Call from
Rudy the Vet.
Rudy.
Yo, what's going on, brother?
What up, man?
Hey, man, I gotta say I missed the report, man. So I'm just waking up.
So I got to hear the question. You ready?
Oh yeah.
If you could change your race and be any race in the world, what race would you want to be?
I guess I'd be black, but I guess I'd be black. I don't want to be Asian. I don't want to be Asian.
Why don't you want to be Asian?
Because, man, they're tiny people, man. No offense to any of my Asians out there, but y'all are tiny. And plus, I probably would have been, I could probably play pro ball if you know what I'm saying. If I had the genetics.
Rudy said he tried to go to the NFL.
Yeah, I probably. Man, I'm like the last caller, man. I went to an all-black high school, man. So when I played tight end and linebacker, man. And I remember, for the sophomore year, man, it just everything just kind of clicked, and they took me off linebacker and just put me on tight end. And I asked the coach one day, I'm like, why I can't play linebacker anymore, man? He's like, because you can't catch that running back going around the end, man. These motherfuckers are too fast, dude. I can't catch them, dude. But tight end was a whole different ball game because that's about cutting and route running, man. You can be a little slower. You just got to be crafty.
Correct.
But when it's sophomore year, I went from freshman year on JV, I played linebacker and tight end.
Okay.
This is a sophomore year. When I went up to varsity, it was just tight end. There was no more linebacker. I was done.
I
was just
too fast.
Yeah, so I couldn't. I was a little too small in high school to play the line, and I was way too slow to play in the secondary. So I was just tight end.
Yeah.
But I missed the grips. So but I just wanted to call in, man, because man, I don't want to ever see your feet again, man. Your big ass Avi is off the screen, dude. All right. What are you doing, man? What are you doing?
You saw that part? Dan, you seen that part?
I woke up. I wake up every day around 3:45. I popped on and I was like, let me see where, I rewind instantly, man. Like everybody in the chat, like I caught yesterday's show, man. That was phenomenal, dude. I was so mad yesterday. I snapped in the gym, man. I snapped in that. I mean, it's right in everybody's face, man. It's right in everybody's face, and they do nothing about it, man.
Let's go. Brandon said my feet ugly. That's fucked up.
I ain't saying ugly, but just keep your big ass avians off my mom's couch, man. You know what I'm saying? But look, then you had, so I woke up to a foot on the screen. I was like, what is this dude doing putting his feet? That's some Alex Stein shit, man. Get your feet off the screen, man. Goldstein's right, man. Got to bring you back, man. Get them feet off the screen, brother.
The Griff almost got me, man. The Griff almost got me.
Get your big ass avians off my mom's couch, bro. But look, man, I've been listening every day, man. I love the chat, man. I miss y'all, man. I'm working 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. work nights, man.
It's all good.
So I miss a lot of the Grift, man. But I catch it when I catch it every day, brother. I catch the replay every day.
It's good to hear your voice, man.
Hey, look, and then that so that meme you put up, man. The government is just the mafia with more victims.
Yeah.
The government stole everything the mafia did, man. That's everything
true.
from them, dude.
That's true.
They saw.
It's a game of big fish, right?
Well, I mean, look at it. All right, so
big fish eats little fish.
True.
Mm-hmm.
But then, the mafia bootlegged the liquor. The government said, "Look at all this money they made. Let's legalize the liquor and we'll control it."
Yeah, that's true.
With the ABC.
That's true.
Then the mafia, they looked at the mafia and said, "Look at the rackets. Look at they're running numbers, man. Let's make that illegal and take it from them. But we'll make the state lottery and So they took over the lottery. They took the numbers racket.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Everything the mafia did, the government sat back and was like, "Look at all the fucking money they're making," and then threw them all in jail and then did it themselves, man. Everything. So shows the dumbness of our government, man. I mean, people need to realize, look, all these layoffs, we're all out here struggling, middle class people, lower class people struggling to get by, getting laid off, having to switch jobs. This year's been real rough for a guy like me, man. How many layoffs has the federal government made? How many cuts to their budget have they made? None. Not one. How come in a country of the free, we're supposed to be a free country of free markets, how come the biggest employer in our country is the federal government? And if you add up the federal, state, and local governments, The workforce is damn near a quarter of the country, man. Why? It wasn't designed to be that way, man. It wasn't designed to be that way, man. Forefathers be rolling over in their graves, man.
Some of them.
Rolling over.
Some of them.
Well, Alexander Hamilton is a piece of shit. Like,
yeah, he's a fucking.
We all know that.
Yeah, he's a
I'll tell you who would
scumbag.
really be rolling in his grave is the one they hate the most, man. Jackson, man. You know why?
I like Jackson.
crushed that.
Yeah, Jackson. He's definitely rolling over in his grave.
He crushed. I mean, he crushed the central bank, man. He crushed it. And now, they go back in history, in our modern history. Well, he was a racist, and he was this, and he was that. They were all fucking racist, man. Everybody was racist back in the day, man. Everybody was racist back in the day, man. Black folks didn't like white folks. White folks didn't like black folks. The Indians hated all of us.
Yeah.
The Indians hated all of us. The Chinese came over here, and everybody hated the Chinese, man. And then there's the dirty Irish, man. Remember, the Irish will do for a nickel, what a black man will do for a dime, and a white man will do for a quarter. So, so I'm out, brother, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate the call, man.
Hotep and Bill, my brother. Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill. Hey, yo, I give you $10 in Syscoin. Download Pally Wallet if you can figure out what this chess puzzle is. If you can figure out the answer to that chess puzzle. Matter of fact, now let's make it 50. Yeah, 50 big ones. $50 worth of Syscoin if you can figure out that chess puzzle. You can tell me what the answer to that chess puzzle is right there. I'm gonna start sprinkling chess in here. Next caller. There we go.
Call from
Kevin.
Kevin, what up, homie?
Hey, what's going on?
What's good, bro?
Oh no, man, I don't know. You're gonna do feet pics, but you were shaming me about pimping out my wife. Come on.
Damn, you got me, Kev. Oh Lord. Listen, Kev, it's for the grift, man.
I know. Man, I tell you what, I couldn't do it. My ex actually convinced me to go get pedicure one time, and that poor little Asian lady seen my feet, and she started saying, you got ingrown toenails, you got fungus, ooh, she puked afterwards.
Yo, last time I got my feet done was like a couple of weeks before HotepCon last year. I went and
I've had mine done maybe twice in my life.
It's an interesting experience. Getting your feet done is an interesting experience because for me, I was sitting here like, wow, women really sit here and get pampered like this every week or every 2 weeks. Like, this is just blowing money. Like, I wish I could just sit here and come here. Yeah, you sitting in a chair, it's massaging you, then the lady massages your feet and lotioning your feet, massage your hands and all of this. Like, what? It's a spa treatment.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely insane, man. Insane world we live in. Insane world.
Oh, yeah. Definitely insane. So I did like the last caller's references from the creature from Jekyll Island.
You said you didn't like him?
Talking about, I did like it.
Oh, you did like him. Okay.
How Jackson crushed the banks and.
Yeah, Jackson crushed the
we
banks.
We need somebody to do that today.
Need somebody to crush the banks, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be one way that Bitcoin would be an improvement, but there's so many coins out there, and there's so many of them are manipulated. You trust this one or trust that one? You don't know.
Can't trust any of them.
Got to actually read up on the code and know which ones are actually legit, and not everybody's willing to do that.
Can't trust any of them. Trust Syscoin and Bitcoin to do what they do. ETH is dope too.
Yeah. Well, the ones I trust are the ones the government's going after the hardest, usually.
Yeah, like what? Like Ripple.
Yeah.
What do you think about the
Well, I don't know. There for a while, they were saying Ripple was real good, and that it was going to be the next Bitcoin and stuff, and then they started going down or coming down on them.
Yeah. That's true.
But if they don't want it, then there's a reason for it. It's not in your best interest, which is pretty bad if we can expect that from our government.
Yeah. Here's the thing. It never makes sense to shut a thing completely down. What makes sense is, let me get my cut. This is gangsterism, right? They want to come and they want to get their cut. So they're not going to shut anything down, because shutting anything down, the only way they're going to shut it down is if you don't want to play ball, right? All they're going to basically do is come in and say, hey, we need our cut.
Yeah, they want a way to tax it.
Yeah.
Which is, most of our taxes now are actually unconstitutional that we pay already, and then they want a way to tax other shit too.
It says unconstitutional?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
How can you have property tax and be secure in your home or dwelling if they can just tax your dwelling and take it from you because you didn't pay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That alone is a Fourth Amendment violation that almost every government in every state has.
Oh, of course.
Which I followed David Strait for a while. He supposedly found a legal way to get around it. Somehow it was using the original presidential patents.
What?
But David Strait.
What happened with him?
He got it from another guy. I actually have a book on it. But some way he found that the only way they made it legal was because you don't have the actual title to your home, even if you have the title. And you actually got to chase down the original presidential patent when your home was issued to whoever it was issued, and follow some type of chain and file it with the courts. And of course, a lot of clerks actually have police officers there to arrest you if you try to file the paperwork.
Yeah, indeed. Hey, man, appreciate the call, bro.
Yeah.
Hotep and Bill.
Hotep Bill.
That's Kev on the check-in. What up, Kev? Next call, you get in. Wholesome White Woman wants to call in. Wholesome White Woman, get ahead, baby. Wholesome White Woman was trying to get in here. What is this number? Who is that? Hey, no double dipping either. No double dipping yet. Laz, get ahead, Laz. I know Laz wanted to get in here. Yo, what's the answer to this puzzle? Queen takes, knight takes, check. King H7. What do you do after King H7? Take. What do you do? It's a tough one. This is a tough one.
Call from
Lazarus.
Laz, what up, yo?
Yo, what's up, Ted? How you doing, man?
I'm good. How you?
I'm all right, man. I missed most of today's show. I'm actually just trying to call and talk about a show a couple of days ago. You talked about the neurons, actually.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a little connection. I think it was trying to think of the two callers. Goldstein was talking about putting the chip in to map the neurons, and then Strong Dad called in, was kind of discussing a little bit about both those. But if you look into optogenetics, something they're very proud to talk about in 2006, and it's basically talking about how to map neurons. And I think that's your connection between the jabby jab and mapping the neurons. Check out the
There's
spike
a connection
protein.
between that and what?
The jabby jab they're pushing. Well, they're pushing the
Who called in about? Somebody mentioned that. Well, yesterday's stream was about like editing the human genome and all of that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was probably the day before that, I believe. But if you look into optogenetics, basically they could look at neurons, but they couldn't figure out which neuron's doing what. So they figured out if they add this substance to the neurons, then they can activate the neurons independently. So think of it as like flipping light switches to see which light turns on which light, to map out your light switches. So, but I remember them talking about this particular protein that they found that they could put into it. Well, this protein is, I believe, maybe the same protein.
Optogenetics.
Yeah.
Biological technique control the activity of neurons, other cell types with light. Is achieved by expression of light-sensitive ion channels, pumps, and enzymes, specifically in the target cells. Okay, let's see. Let me do a quick scan. Fear, memory, maintenance, functional connectivity, electrophysiology, statistical dependencies. Okay, history. Is it TRPV1? I don't know if TRPV1 was one of them. I know one of them was GP120 or some shit like that.
It's a particular spike protein they were able to add to it. They say it's an algae-based spike protein, so I can't remember exactly what the specific spike protein was.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when the jabby jabs came out, they were, you know how they work. It's to produce a certain spike protein. Well, we know right off the offset, the first mutation, it wasn't using that spike protein no more.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, what were they pushing? What were they mandating? The same ones. Even though we knew the virus wasn't using that no more.
Damn, Kofi on tight, bro. I'm trying to find any evidence of. Okay, it talks a lot of course, it uses the term protein because you can't really talk about a cell without using the word protein. But I don't see any.
Sure.
I don't see any spike protein. Single spike revolution.
I found some really cool Harvard things on it. I mean, they do Harvard presentations. They were very proud of this at the time.
Oh, it's quite fascinating. It's quite fascinating, you know, when you talk about activating neurons with light. That definitely sounds feasible. I've seen.
They were trying to figure out. They're also discussing on how to get the spike protein into the lab rats without having to do it, surgically or anything like that. They figured out that they could actually attach it to a virus.
Oh wow!
And that's how they were able to get it.
Damn.
There's some really cool presentations. Probably from 2006, I think I saw some pretty cool Harvard presentations, and it's pretty cool technology. I would imagine if used appropriately, but don't necessarily trust some of the people using it. But.
Right.
But yeah, that was a little connection I just wanted to throw in, and maybe tonight the science guy can maybe get in there and help us figure out exactly, is there a relative to these two spike proteins?
All right, we're going to have to ask him. We're going to put that on his desk, optogenetics. Absolutely, yeah. Appreciate the call, bro.
Not much, man. Hey, keep up the good work, man. I mean, it's invaluable what you do, man. All that research, connections you got, man. Keep it up, man.
Thank you. I appreciate you, bro.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Later. Hotep and Bill. Wholesome white one, come get a piece of this ass. Pause.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
I'm about to ask Wholesome white woman if she want to buy my feet pics. Yo, what is this? Queen take, knight take, rook take, king h7. What do you do after king h7? Bing. Oh, dun. What is this? Is there a way rook here to attack the knight, and then the knight goes? And then let's say the knight moves, then what? Is it just two rooks versus a queen? Is that the situation we're in?
Call from.
Yo.
Oh, hello. Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good. Who's this?
Wholesome white woman.
Wholesome white woman on the check-in. What up, wholesome white woman?
Well, since I'm not supposed to be on Twitter, I'm outside in my yard mowing and gardening.
Let's go. Let's go. I love to hear it.
I got my front yard mowed. I got my backyard mowed. Put some more pea seeds in the ground. Because like a baller, I have like 4 snap pea plants producing pea pods.
Okay. Got some peas going on out there. What else?
I got peas. I got pumpkins. Hopefully none of my kids in the neighborhood are going to have to pay for pumpkins this fall.
Oh, dope.
Save their parents some damn money.
Yeah.
On shit we throw away anyways.
Halloween.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, that's good thinking. What's on your mind today? You buying my feet pics or not?
Oh, well, tell you what. You do feet pics, I'll do feet pics. Because I
Let's
run around
go.
in my yard. I run around in my yard barefoot.
You run around in the yard barefoot?
Yeah, all the time.
Oh, they dirty
And-
feet pics.
Oh, boy, are they gross.
Oh,
Those are
that
the-
means we're going to get super paid.
Yeah, that's where I would do the feet pics. It would just be like dirty, nasty. I got to clean these bitches, pay my water bill.
Yo, I'm telling you, I think dudes like dirty feet pics.
It's gross. I don't
It's
know.
feet pics
If
with
there's-
seasoning.
So, white people don't season nothing, though.
They don't see what?
Oh, I said white people don't season anything, though. So
Oh, shit.
we got. Oh, boy, I did that.
If you could be any race in the world, what would you be?
Oh, I'm going to have to stay this hodgepodge mutt that I am of whiteness.
Hodgepodge of whiteness?
Yeah. I've got like 14% American Indian, which leaves like 86% white, capital W, white. So I think I'd keep it. I tan up nicely. Sometimes people speak Spanish to me, and then I have to be like, no habla español. And when I lived in New Jersey, everybody thought I was Italian, which is the first time people thought I was white. So I wasn't mad at it.
Okay. And where you
Wasn't
from?
mad at it. I was born in Seattle, and then I grew up in Texas, and then I've lived everywhere as a grown-up on my own.
Nice.
Currently in Illinois, Pritzker country,
Okay. What country?
where we can have in Pritzker, Governor Pritzker.
Okay.
He's the governor that has one of the he, she, it, shit siblings.
Oh, wow.
And they have they're real good people. They have a nice pharmaceutical company that keeps the he, she, it, shit person from going into whatever they're supposed to be. So, Pritzker's pretty good. And he just signed this really cool thing. So nice of him and very progressive. It allows illegal immigrants to hold badges with our police departments because we have such a police shortage.
It lets them do what?
Yeah, in Illinois, now you can be an illegal immigrant and go work at the police station and be a policeman because nobody wants to be one too anymore.
Wait. You said illegals can go be policemen?
Yes, sir. Yeah, he just signed it like 2 days ago. I'll tag you in it on Twitter. I'll put it up right now.
That is degenerate.
Other buddy couldn't double task Jonah. I could double task.
That is degenerate as hell.
Yeah, it's something. Like Illinois was already somewhere to like not be, but now it's not only are they like SELing your kids to death at school, now they have the governors giving illegals badges and handcuffs. It's interesting. So it's interesting America that we're living in right now.
It's a literal invasion.
It really is.
Not only are we going to allow them over, we're going to give them guns. Take away our guns and then put guns in the hands of illegals. This is amazing.
Yeah. Let's see. And he's running it on the fact that like we don't have enough cops. So we have more than enough illegal immigrants apparently. So we'll just send them. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna pray for you, wholesome white woman. Stay strong.
Oh well, thank you. I stay strapped. Good.
You stay strapped.
I stay strapped. That the First Amendment says run your mouth, and then the second one says stay strapped.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
So I asked all kinds of bullshit. And that's why I said, like, I would stay white because we could be real foolish.
How many followers do you have on Twitter?
Oh, like 0.
Okay, good. Then you're definitely a wholesome white woman.
Yeah, I'm just on Twitter to be creepy and post raccoon pictures under your tweets.
Oh, that was you?
Yeah, that was me. That was me. Our first interaction was actually when I said I cackled, it would be seen as a hate crime.
Yeah.
Or you said I would be seen as a hate crime. That was hilarious. I was like, yeah, okay, these are my people. These are my people. We grift and we hate everybody equally. I like it.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, man.
Well, I'm
Wholesome
glad I
white
got to
woman.
call in today. I've been busy the last couple of weeks.
It's all good. I appreciate you.
All right. Well, enjoy your afternoon, Hotep. Proud of you. Love you. Hotep Nation. Y'all keep at it.
All right,
Okay,
thank you.
good.
Wholesome white woman on the check-in. I got the best audience in the world. I promise you. Rumble chat, what's up, man? Pritzker just made it legal for illegals to be Leos. That is wild. What up, Tanai? Tanai, is there any correlation between optogenetics and the jab? Using light technology or some shit like that? Activating neurons and mapping, neural mapping, and genome mapping, and all those mapping stuff. Are there any connections there? One of our callers had that question for you. You know, tonight's gonna be at HotepCon. You know it. You know it. I'm still trying to figure out this chess puzzle. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to this chess puzzle, right? So we have queen takes, knight takes, rook takes, king h7. Alternatively, we have queen takes, knight takes, rook takes, check, h7, only move, and then rook here, then knight back, attacking the bishop. Then I was looking at some sort of bishop sacrifice.
Call from.
Yo, what up, bro?
What's going on, my guy?
What's good? How you feeling, bro?
Yeah, on the building, chilling, you know what I'm saying? Just dead in, punk ass job, watching cameras.
Appreciate you checking in.
Yeah, sir, how you doing today, man?
I feel good.
Too shabby. Shit. But I just wanted to call, tap in on Goldstein. I think he said something about feet. Y'all talking about feet pictures. He sound like a nigga with nasty feet, man. You know, I was in the military, but goddamn, I kept up with my shit. I work hard too. Shit, my shit hurting. Beautiful, man. I'll get pedicures, manicures, man. I don't give a fuck. And I punch up dumb ass. You feel me? But shit, if I had to fucking change my fucking race, boy, I'd be a white woman. I'd be a white woman.
A white woman.
Man, they got so much power out here with no ass. That's powerful. It's powerful, nigga. I'll be rich as fuck. My goddamn foot, it's a Footstagram, Tumblr, nigga. My OnlyFans, y'all do not to make me a girl, man. Y'all are moral. I'm not a Christian. I'm not none of that. I'll be out here sucking dick, pause. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'll be Birkin bagged up. I'll be sitting on black men. Oh yeah, I'm going full throttle on that. I gotta enjoy the
But
white
my thing
woman
is,
experience.
you don't even gotta prostitute because, they got some shit now called pay pig, where it's called pay pig, yeah. And basically what happens is with the pay pig shit, dudes pay for humiliation. They pay to be
So a
humiliated.
whole bunch of white niggas with money.
Sound like it. That's what it sounds like.
Them
Bunch of
motherfuckers,
desperate dudes with no money.
Yeah, you know how them white boys go. Them Christian white folks, man. They flog each other, flog themselves, nigga. They just like pain. I don't get it, man. We niggas, man. We created all this shit. They gotta experience all that. I don't know what's wrong with their psychology and their deep subconscious, man. They going through it. They going through it like a motherfucker. Like
We got all types of all types of races be calling into the show, y'all.
Oh, I already know, man. Shit, it's either between a white woman or like a little dusty little Asian bitch somewhere in here.
Little Asian bitch.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I gotta be something. I need the weapon, the tier weapons, man. I wish I could use them, but I'm a whole nigga out here. That's why niggas was chopping their dicks off. They was like, wow, I could get anything I want with tears. I have a pussy. Crying like bitches. But anyway, yeah, checking out. I'm bored. About to get off this fucking stupid job, man. Go buy some Syscoin, y'all.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir. Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill.
Bitch.
We need a Cannon versus Unk in a boxing match, says Retro Neon on Rumble. Thanks, bro. Smack the likes. Smack the likes. Yeah, Naughty Ways. Smack them likes. Let's get on the front page of Rumble. That sandwich was calling for me. He said Queen G4 maybe? Let's take a look at Queen G4. Let's take a look at Queen G4. While we wait for our next caller. So Queen G4. I think after Queen G4, I liked Rook take check, and then no,
Call
the knight's
from
pinned.
Hotep Court is now.
To accept, press 1.
Oh, here we go.
Call from
Hotep Court. We don't like my feet, yo.
Up, right? You know you fucked up, right?
What's wrong?
You know we play. We playing cases on you, right? We playing cases on you. We playing cases on you. First degree excessive grifting. And what's the other charge? Is a third degree pause violation, bro. This is behavior unbecoming of a man of order. You know better. Listen, you know what? If Jabari and Chad come defend you, they're gonna have to get cases too, yo. You can't defend that. You just gonna have to hold that out, bro.
Damn, that's how y'all gonna do me, bro.
Yo, you. Matter of fact, and hold on, yo. Listen, the caller behind you is he just violated worse than you did. That talking about. So he said if I was, talking about. I don't even want to say it because it's bad. I don't even want to repeat what he just said because it's egregious.
He was wilding. He was wilding when he said what he said.
Yeah, it
was a huge pause violation. You're right.
Pause violation.
I tried to act like I didn't even hear it. That's how bad it was.
Back, bro. No, you want to face these cases on Thursday, and we will be in touch.
Hotep and Bill. They putting charges on me. I like Queen F5. I like Queen F5. Initially, I looked at Queen C6. But Queen C6, I didn't like Rook. But then you just play check, take, and then check, right? So I looked at that. I like that. So I think those are top moves, right? Like here and here are like probably the top moves, I would say. Queen F5 is probably better. I would say Queen F5 is better because if Rook takes, King takes, and this is pinned, Queen protects. How do you jostle the knight out of there? Oh, let me ask my son. Hold on. Ask my son what's the
answer to this puzzle because I don't want to lose my rating. Your rating go down if you put the wrong answer in. You see right there? This is my puzzle rating, 2142. What's the answer to this puzzle right here? Right here. Tell me if you know. Oh, excuse me. Nero. I think Nero's last in line. What'd you say? Rook at 91, D5, take horse. Everything after that falls in place with some kings in check. What's the name said? I looked at that bad titles. I looked at that. I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. Somebody, you think so? You guys think that's the move? Let me see. Takes. And then what? There's no continuation there. I don't see any good, viable continuation. Unless we're saying that, and we can't be saying that. What you got? Yeah, that's the first move I calculated. Queen takes, knight takes, rook takes d8, king h7. How do you continue? Rook d e8. Applying pressure to the king, to the knight on e7, kicking the knight, and then I thought maybe it was some funny like bishop sack on f6. But you can't sack because if you go back, you can't go back because knight takes. So you can't sack. What did chat say? What did chat say? Queen c6. You like queen c6? So these are the two top moves, I think. I think it's either my move, queen c6, or somebody said queen f5. Queen f5 fundamentally looks better just because you're bringing the queen to the king's side, right? And also, I think queen c7 is met by, queen c6 is met by rook. And then what do you do, right? Wait, what? Queen takes what? Queen c6. Oh, at c5. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Well, no, you can't take c5 if rook comes over. Rook protects. I can't do that. Queen f5. Got to be queen f5, right? Queen to f5. Rook at d8, then checkmate. I'm going to try queen f5 and see if it works. Wrong answer. All right, let's try my move. Both wrong. Wow. So it's neither queen f5 nor queen c6. If rook take and rook take, then rook take rook, king h7, and then what? There's nothing there. Nothing there. It's a sticky situation, ain't it? Queen d5 forced him to make a move. Queen takes D5. Rook take rook. King take rook. Rook take queen. Rook take rook. I did that variation. Take the knight. Take the knight with what? The rook? I asked if that was it. I asked you guys if that was it. So this is one of those situations where 2 rooks and a bishop is better than a queen. So you got to sack the queen. I looked at that variation. I just wasn't sure. Like, those are the hardest ones. That's some Magnus shit. That's what Magnus would do. Magnus loves to just sack his queen and play you with 2 rooks versus the queen. He'll 2 rook you to death. So who said the right answer? Who in the chat said the right answer for $50 in Syscoin? Who was the first one to say rook takes? Who was the first one? Who won that? Who won that? Who said rook takes? Let me see. First one to say, I got to see rook takes. I think that was E5. Who said rook takes E5? I don't see it in the Rumble chat. The problem with Queen C6 was Rook C7 and Queen F5 was too slow because the queen would just come over and protect the knight on E6. So it fundamentally, those two were still like, that's why I was like, I don't know if I want to pull the trigger on those. Let me check YouTube chat. Was bad titles? Salam Abrams said, I called it. I want free feet pics. Oh my God. You get Syscoin. This chat is loose, man. Go get ready for practice. And who said King F5? You owe me Syscoin for saying King F5. Resuscitato, you owe me Syscoin for that. I'm trying to see. I'm gonna give it to Bad Title since he playing alone. Bad Title said rook takes. Bad Titles. All right, so Bad Titles, go get the Pally wallet. Next time I see you in the chat, make sure you spam your Syscoin link in your Pally wallet. I owe you 50 in Syscoin. Bad Titles got it. Shout out to Bad Titles. He thought that Queen was a king. Resuscitato, you owe me. Oh man, yo, you owe me Syscoin, yo. I need a deposit. These are like, what board is this too? Yeah, this is an obvious board too, man. You know, sometimes the boards might look a little confusing between the pieces, but that's definitely the queen. Queen always has that type of crown at the top. And the king always has that Jesus situation going on. The cross at the top. Yeah, I was looking at some nasty shit like this, but it didn't work. Because of rook take queen. I mean, was it rook take queen? No, yeah, it was rook take queen. Anyway, good stuff, y'all. Great stream today. Phone lines are closed. I'll see you tomorrow. I gotta go. I'm late, man. It's 5 o'clock already. I'm late. Listen, if you're trying to get the Master Focus discount, the 30% off, as you see on your screen there for the Brain Booster, listen, let me tell you something. The discount will be applied at checkout, but you have to hit the link in the description box below. It will be applied at checkout. You'll see that. So no worries on that. The coupon code is Grift Report for the Brain Boosters. You know we Hoteps. You know we always do herbs. That's just what we do. You know, you're not really Hotep unless you're not selling herbs. So, you know, that's the wave on that. Grift Report is here. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so I can see you again. Grift Report is back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time. If you got something you want to put in the grift bag, hashtag grift bag. Tag me, Hotep Jesus, on Twitter. I'm not calling it X. It's fucking called Twitter, yo. We're not doing this shit. Okay? No. Hit me up on Twitter. Hashtag grift. Hit me in your tweet. We call them tweets. I seen somebody today said this shit is called Zeets. That shit sounds like a XXX adult content film. We're not calling them shit Zeets. It's fucking tweets, okay? No, fucking skeeting all over the timeline and shit. Might as well call them skeets. It's fucking bullshit. Anyway, tag me, hashtag grift bag, Hotep Jesus. If it makes it to the grift bag, I'll hit the like button. All right? If it makes it to the grift bag, I'll hit the like button. We'll add it expeditiously. I appreciate everybody tagging me in those too, keeping me well informed of things on the timeline. Really, really appreciate you. So I'll be back tomorrow, man. Hotep and Bill. Oh, wait. King Randall's going to be with me tomorrow. Me and King Randall is going to talk about being a single dad and dating in 2023 and masculinity. So tune in for tomorrow. That's going to be a really great show. I forgot to mention that. And we'll talk about LeBron James' school as well. We're going to cover that with King Randall. Anyway, Hotep and Bill.
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How am I supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in. How'd you get that done so quick?
They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there. You understand? You guys finished your work 6 hours early?
He's not tapped in.